I'm Mike Dean. This is the bigger picture on HipHopDX. One of my first interviews was HipHopDX.
That's crazy. You said 2008, right?
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
When I was mixing Common Finding Forever album, somehow I remember that picture. How up I was.
A classic.
Oh my God, look at me.
West Coast. Oh yeah, you know I had to turn it up for one time. Elliott, you ready? DJ Hed, you ready?
West Coast.
Hey Jeremy, you ready?
They know it's time.
Let's get it. It's a cold game, cold world, that's why we talk about it. Ain't like everybody else that'll just walk around it. Views is different, snap a picture and now it's vintage. Cause it ain't just talking for the views, that's how he meant it. It's the bigger picture. Yeah, it's the big picture. Yeah, it's the big picture.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
The bigger picture.
We're gonna take a question from you, not about D'Angelo. We're gonna take a question about hip hop from you. Oh yeah, go get your Newsom merch. You know what I'm saying?
What's the Newsom thing say?
Newsom,
Right
Gavin
about
Newsom.
everything.
Yeah,
Governor
go look
Gavin
up Prop
Newsom,
50. You know what I'm saying?
California.
Anyway, if you in California, go look up Prop 50. We're gonna take a
Big Gav.
We're gonna take a question. If you have a question about hip hop, request to go live. Request to go live now. We're taking a hip hop question. Elliott Wilson's here. Jeremy Hecht is here. We're live.
Here.
And if you don't want to be on the air, then don't request to go live.
Don't get scared now. Or we'll dismiss you. Ha.
Yes.
You don't want to get dismissed.
All right. Who picked last time?
I did. I think I
Yeah.
picked.
All
I
right,
picked
Hecht. All right, so Hecht, you get to pick. You want to go with Zaddy,
Hey now.
Tony, or Marcus?
We'll go Marcus.
Bunch of niggas.
Marcus?
I think Marcus will have a good question, yeah.
Okay.
Zaddy trying to holler?
Why you don't want to talk to your Zaddy?
Hey Zaddy, good boy. Yeah. Who did he pick?
Hello?
Marcus.
Hey, don't.
Heard the
Hey,
kid
bro.
voice.
Hello? What's up? Marcus.
Hey, don't hit him with the Marcus, darling.
Marcus. What's up, fool? What's your question?
Hey, I'm over here. I'm wondering. Let me get out of here real quick.
Bro, we ain't got all day, bro.
All right, all right. I'm looking at the lunch hour. What are y'all opinions on the J. Cole? Is he more untrustworthy than Drake?
The watch hour. What's that?
No, lunch hour glasses.
The lunch
Oh, the
hour.
lunch hour or the pod. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're saying, what's the question?
I'm asking your opinion on their question. Is J. Cole more untrustworthy than Drake? That's what Jeremy Hecht.
I have some thoughts, but give me I didn't get to listen to the whole thing. So what was Glass's point about why or why not J. Cole would be more untrustworthy?
I haven't watched it yet. I was on my screen.
So, okay, this is the thing about Cole. Your enemies are always untrustworthy, but your friends that do slick shit around you that don't admit that they're enemies but may not be fully friends are sometimes just as dangerous. So I see the point that he could be making. What's interesting is and I've been doing a full deep dive on the big three. Like I've gone back to 2009. I spent hours looking up where they all were at. Cole always, since the beginning of his career, has looked at Drake like something that he wants to attain in terms of his success. Drake had so far gone dropping while J. Cole was still looking for a record deal. Drake had buzz before Cole ever did. Cole got on Star Is Born in 2009, but Drake was also on that record, and Drake was also doing Forever with Kanye, Wayne, and Eminem. So Cole looks at Drake almost like a big brother in a weird way, and he also looked at Kendrick as kind of a little brother. Now, once Kendrick obviously surpassed, which is crazy to think about, but then once Kendrick got to that level, the one thing I found interesting is like the collab album never dropped, but we also never saw them rap together. Like there's that Jeezy song, which I don't really know what happened, where they weren't really rapping together. There's the song on Born Sinner where they're not rapping together. Kendrick's just doing a hook. There's Kendrick doing a hook on the Dreamville song, but not rapping together.
Kendrick rap with J. Cole. We know he can.
Well, I'm just saying. I think
he was trying to
Y'all
say
miss the Big Free, don't you? Y'all
I
miss
miss
the Big
him.
Free.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if he's less trustworthy. I just think the one thing that I think is irreparable with that relationship, and this is from the outside looking in, is that while they could have kept it just rap, Cole's first opportunity to rap with Kendrick back and forth, he took some personal shots. Like he took shots at Kendrick's discography. And I think Kendrick probably looked at it like, oh, that's how you really feel. Is that how you felt this whole time? And so I don't think that there's a repairable friendship. I don't know any information to say that. I'm just saying, looking from the outside.
They all can't be friends no
Yeah,
more.
I think it's done. The Big Three is done.
I don't have a comment.
I had remembered when they did the song together. I remember I'm in Illinois, 2 hours away from Chicago. I remember they did the Friday joint together.
Yes, Black Friday.
And all my friends in the garage, everybody, why you listening to it? Why you? But even after that,
Yo, good bossy.
why is J. Cole pretending like I'm hip hop, like out of all my friends group, I'm the nerds, I'm checking up the lyrics, you know what I mean? So I'm a barber. I'm in the barbershop explaining the lyrics, like barber. I cut hair.
Yeah, no, but you've been saying bar down.
Don't just continue. Just go. Just go.
Sorry.
So boom. I never understood why did J. Cole always want to be like in the middle of everything.
Middle child.
Because he's not as big as Kendrick or Dot or Drake.
I have a theory that I'm not.
He created the Big Three. J. Cole created the Big Three. J. Cole created the Big Three.
He did.
J. Cole created the Big Three for him to be looked at as great as Drake and Kendrick. And a lot of fans, with his working class hero antics, look at him that way. Or think he's better, even dropping out the battle.
Had you ever had any conversation, many conversations with Drake or Cole about the Big Three specifically?
No,
it's never been mentioned.
No, there's something that Cole created. All your research is going to show you that, right?
The 2020 interview with you, though, was probably the closest where Drake grouped them all together. Like he did talk about Cole, Kendrick.
The key move that Drake did was embrace. The key move that Cole did was playing little brother to Drake. Because he could always say, Drake's more commercially successful. I'm choosing not to go down that path as much as Drake does that. So he let Drake little bro him in that sense of all that, like, you've helped me so much more than anybody in this game. Your cosign means so much. You're the best. You're the best. And then out of that, yeah, you start lumping them in. Kendrick's also his own anomaly, but you came up in that same group. So to me, all the energy of the Big Three benefited nobody more than J. Cole. But Drake carried it further because Cole embraced him, where Kendrick wasn't embracing him behind the scenes. Like, Kendrick would not allow Drake to little bro him. Cole would.
I could see that. I don't have an argument against what Elliott Wilson has said.
And in the end, the Big Three was eliminated.
Yes, it's over.
Well, thank you for your question, Marcus.
Thank you, Marcus.
We're in the dot era.
Appreciate y'all. Keep up the good work, and I love y'all.
Man,
all right, bro. Stay safe
Marcus.
out there.
Thank you, brother.
Illinois.
Yeah.
We dismissed the Big Three. Dismissal. The judge came in and said, no more Big Three.
Yeah.
Gavel down.
So we're live. The bigger picture is back. How you feeling?
The bigger picture. Yeah. Yeah, I took a rare nap, Jeremy.
So you're rested. You're well rested.
No. This was actually the day. I think it's actually a hip hop national holiday now, the day that this Drake case got dismissed.
So you saw the news.
I took a nap. No, I took a nap and I saw on my phone that you had texted the group. Did I know that you were texting us the report from the incredible source known as Kirko that the Drake lawsuit was dismissed? Because who knew these niggas was even in court that day? Like, who knew?
I didn't know.
So the irony is I slept for another 3 hours while that text just sat on my phone, and then I woke up Out of
To
my
the
rare
madness.
nap to the madness that, it felt like a hip hop national holiday. Like, who expected it? I know, Hed and Gina, they tried to keep it humble. Shout out to the Effective Immediately.
Effective immediately.
You know
I
what
like
mean?
your t-shirt,
Hey,
Elliott
man,
Wilson.
I copped it myself, man. Culture Merch Shop, man, right there.
Appreciate you.
It's there
King.
for you right there. No freebies. No round twos and no freebies.
I'm gonna get you a hoodie.
Thank you, brother.
It's getting cold
It's
out
a little
here.
nippy. It's
It
rainy
is.
day. It's
You know what I'm
raining.
saying? It's
Yeah, I heard it
a
never
It's
rains in
cuffing
Southern
season.
California until
Nah,
today.
it's raining.
It's raining.
Yeah.
But no, I just think it's they try to be real humble about it. And I guess everybody can say, you know what, we all thought it was some bullshit regardless. But I think it is a huge deal that this went down the way it's gone down so far for many reasons, and we'll discuss it. But the one thing I'll say first is shout out to Judge Vargas. I think that at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, what I did like about it, even if you take out my feelings about Drake or whatever the situation is, it's a pro win for hip hop of free speech is free speech. We have all these attack on lyrics, blah, blah. She basically said, even though he was saying these foul things about Drake, calling him a PDF, as we say on the internet, this is in the midst of a heated rap battle. You understand people are saying things. This is art. It's not to be taken so literal. He's not saying he has factual proof. He's making records. You've said terrible things. He's saying terrible things. You're engaged in a war of words. We don't want our hip hop censored. So in that sense of it, I think that we should look at it as a victory for hip hop. But I guess it's still going to go on. He's still going to try to countersue it. This is Drake's new battle. Drake lost the battle with Kendrick. He's currently losing the battle with his record label, UMG.
So there's round twos in court.
He's round twoing it out in court. Maul's picking out his hoodie for the OVO. Oh, he's OVO Clay's picking out his Godspeed hoodie for the appeals court. Because he says there's still some secret
There's
things
another
he got.
level.
The blind faith is still blind faithing. So we'll see. But for now, hip hop lyrics alive and well. People could say horrible things, but it's protected by the art if put in the proper context. And that's what I read. Jeremy, maybe read the fucking 38-page decision.
You read it too?
I read it. I have some highlights I like.
Okay, yeah,
from
we
it,
could go through.
But yeah, my biggest takeaway is that it's very pro-hip. The judge was very pro-hip-hop of y'all niggas was mudslinging, y'all niggas was battling, y'all was saying some crazy shit. That's what happened.
Go
There you go, guys. We can go into the doc after.
So I just didn't want to dwell into it, you know what I'm saying, when we went on the radio. And
You want to gloat.
It was also fresh off the press at that time.
it was
too,
like,
right?
like as the news broke, people were like calling and texting me, and like my mentions are going crazy. I'm like, all right, I'm finna go to the radio station and get on there and get on the air. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
What's your regular slot? You shoot on Thursdays now. It's
I was
regular
gonna
slot.
go,
Yeah.
but I'm just like, I'm looking at what's going on, and it's very interesting. What are you pulling up, Jeremy?
I'm just pulling up your initial reaction. Your first reaction was, this is like right when the news broke.
Okay.
They tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence.
Wise man
How's
said
that my
that.
reaction?
I mean, you tweeted it almost immediately after the lawsuit got dismissed.
Oh, that's what a Kalinky thing.
He's got your wrestling analogy coming up too, I think, right?
We can get to this after
Okay,
if you want.
Okay. Yes.
Your
Your initial thoughts.
My initial thoughts was, this is hilarious. Because there are a lot of shout out to Maul, I actually expressed to Maul on their podcast what I thought of him. You know what I'm saying? Throughout this whole thing.
You flew all the way to New York to do that.
Yes. And so I look at this as the same thing. It's very humorous to me how things have played out in the public. I've been very stern in my stance since the beginning. Like, this is what it is. This is like, it's not a nefarious conspiracy against this person to drive down their worth. And the record labels want to make money. They don't care who they make money on.
Mm-hmm.
It could be Elliott. If Elliott Wilson drop a slap tomorrow and UMG, it went #1 in the country and UMG is behind it, guess what? You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck.
It'll be bigger than Tweaker.
You could trace
Yellow
this.
Tweaker.
And I had this conversation. I would like to bring this to the forefront, and I don't want to bring up old stuff. But if you go all the way back to the Interscope days, shout out to Jimmy Iovine, one of the greatest record execs ever do it.
Big Jimmy.
He had an artist named Marshall Mathers
I like
who
that guy.
said egregious things
Crazy.
about his own people. You know what I'm saying?
Family not included.
He said egregious things about every group you can think of.
Yeah.
The alphabet groups.
There's protests.
He said everything but the N-word. And there's footage. And there's audio.
Zeno found that though. There was a press conference.
He was on. Yeah.
And there's, you know what I'm saying? There's audio that might be up for debate.
He said,
and guess what? They put the goddamn records out because they don't care. You know what I'm saying? They just don't. It's not.
He was letting the F word fly. The other F word.
Bro, all of the F words.
Letting it fly.
And Eminem and George Carlin are two of the white people who have said
they shape language.
Wild things. Right? And my thing is like, bro, this is not, you're not the first white person in the UMG system to say things or to feel like people are against you. It's not personal, bro. You suck at this. You know what I'm saying? If you suck at this, we're gonna move on from that.
Wait, you weren't calling Drake white though, right?
You know what I'm saying? No hablo inglés.
You were just saying he's not the first person.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just going off.
You're just saying stuff. Okay.
I'm just.
Jeremy, your initial reaction? Once you dropped that Kirko tweet in the streets.
Well, it was interesting because
is it Kirko? Am I saying it wrong?
Kirko Banks.
Kirko.
Shout out to Kirko Banks though. It's a good song.
Oh, Kirko Banks.
Yeah, he hit a slap.
Singer rapper from Houston.
Slap, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
My initial thought was there wasn't other layers. Like, I think we were told time and time again that the narrative was that there were all these layers that we were missing.
Where's Cujo, the botter?
And there was
Kojo, what's his name?
Kojo. And the most interesting thing there's a lot of interesting things reading the actual document, but one of the most interesting things was basically they said the reason why they're not even going to go to discovery with this to check Universal stuff is that the only evidence presented was hearsay from internet. Like people. All they said
random
internet users is these are the theories you're presenting and the conspiracies that you're saying, but none of them have any proof from real sources for us to even want to go to Universal and say, hey, what are you doing behind the scenes? So, you know, someone like Ma, I heard their pod today where he was talking about like they have all this information and the public doesn't know what they have. If they had that information, you would at least be able to show, here's how I got that information. Here's some of the reasons I can prove that they're doing this. There wasn't any of that. So I think to me, it just felt like a letdown of the amount of layers I thought there was to this lawsuit.
I keep trying to tell y'all to stop telling people that Santa Claus ain't real. Because people do not, do you know who Cypher is?
No, Cypher sounds.
No, do you know who Cypher is? Cypher was the protagonist through Act 2 of The Matrix, the original Matrix film.
Yeah.
And you know he told Agent Smith?
What?
He said, I know this steak isn't steak. And I know the Matrix is telling me that this tastes like steak.
Yeah.
And when he was negotiating with Agent Smith, he told that man, that other white man, he said, hey, I want back in. I want to go back in the Matrix. I don't want to remember shit. Once I betray these niggas, Morpheus being the nigga.
Yeah.
Once I
the biggest.
Once I betray this nigga, I want you to put me back in the system and I don't want to remember anything.
Yeah. Because then you can't enjoy it if you know too much.
And what was his wrestling analogy now?
Okay. So he said, The Rock is by far the biggest in the game. Imagine finding out he doesn't write his own bars. No one cares. Then years later, John Cena washes him in the ring and on the mic. Imagine The Rock being so privileged in his spot that he decides to sue WWE for something Cena did. Imagine the narrative being he's doing it for every wrestler's rights and people supporting it. Then The Rock gets his case dismissed, and the same people who supported the idiocies initially are now enraged because they're just finding out that wrestling isn't real and The Rock is not like us.
Where were you at, Hed? How'd you come up with this? What was going on that day?
I was just watching.
What did you have for lunch?
I had a nice salmon salad, you know what I'm saying, with some balsamic.
Did The Rock catch a stray there?
No, I said imagine.
Okay, but this didn't actually happen. He never got washed.
Yeah, I don't know why people are like making this about, and I was watching wrestling.
Okay.
I was just painting a picture about wrestling. Had nothing to do with nothing.
But this analogy, you think, pretty much sums up what went down in Mr. Judge Vargas's courtroom.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. This is a wrestling. This is wrestling. I was watching wrestling.
Jeremy, can I read UMG's victorious statement?
But I will say this.
What?
Please share.
Okay. This is not my perspective. This is someone else's perspective who brought it to my attention. And they said to me that life is different when your mama black. And I was like, interesting. I never thought about it like that, right? But the perspective it gave me when I started to do my due diligence, Jeremy Hecht, is I went back down the wormhole and I remember several instances of not just me, one of the homies, Marlon, shout out to Big Mel, who from the city of Linwood. I remember several instances of humans like myself with black mothers when we would get picked on or bullied or we'd experience a little bit of adversity on the playground or outside.
Adversity on the playground.
We would run in the house and try to tell mom. And there were some moms who'd be like, oh my God, we're going to go to the authorities.
Yeah.
We're going to do this. Our moms were like, well, you better go back outside and
handle your business.
And handle your business. Don't come in here telling me, right? And I just thought about that and I was like, damn, imagine if everyone had that experience.
Well, as someone who has lived experience with a Jewish white mother, like Drake did, I will say that is not the experience. And I love my mom, but she would definitely be, more comforting and, protective and come inside and hang out and what's going on, how can I help, than go back out there and fight, for sure.
It wasn't necessarily go back out there and fight.
Or go handle it yourself.
It was more like, go stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
Don't come in the house. Don't go to the principal's office expecting other people to stand up for you, especially when you engaged in the bullshit to begin with.
Well, the spin that the Drake fans and stans are trying to say is that Drake is taking some sort of stand, right? He's taking a stand against his label because I guess he's trying to renegotiate and his value's been decreased. So he feels like, I'm going to take you guys to the fire because we have done great business in the past. And now because this Kendrick guy's hot, you're treating me different. I'm not commanding the same respect. You're not pushing my records like you used to. All these things seem to be a major change of what's happened between the relationship between Drake and Universal.
That's called a narrative spin. There's a character on television, shout out to Shonda Rhimes, by the name of Olivia Pope. She was amazing.
She was great. She was great. Yeah,
she was amazing at spinning a narrative.
She was great.
I mean,
but isn't Drake really just? But I hear what you're saying. I think that's true. There's truth to that. Sorry to interrupt you, but isn't he just like the same thing of just being confused, fighting on a block where now he just wants to fight the other thing because he lost to the other one so convincingly? It's like now he wants to be the person that was done wrong by the label.
No.
Okay.
When you don't have the fortitude to triumph over different adversities, you look for a W wherever you can get it.
Yeah.
And most of the time that comes with hurt feelings. I don't think this lawsuit was any more than ego and hurt feelings.
And what we're clearly seeing.
And allegedly loss of revenues, depending on how you want to look at it. Now, that may or may not be true. I don't know. I'm not in a nigga pocket. But what I will say is, I understand that public perception can skew your narrative and hurt your pockets. But shout out to Judge Vargas, no one actually thinks these things.
This wasn't the case. Again, you couldn't have sold an album with Party Next Door. You couldn't have had the 41 songs the way he was put out if we thought he was a pedophile. If you're a pedophile or labeled that, like we look at R. Kelly, you're ostracized. You're canceled. We don't feel comfortable playing your music, let alone promote your shit. You put out all these records. No one thinks you're, let me go back to the way we said on the internet, a PDF, because we wouldn't have supported you putting these records out. Nobody thinks that. That was not what happened. You just lost the battle very convincingly. And now you're picking a fight with the label. And again, we don't even know if it's true. We keep being told the narrative that this is his last album. He was renegotiating another deal. And then here's the thing. I don't understand. There's a lot to say about it, but let me first read Universal's statement about this situation. Because I have a question, Jeremy. Maybe you have an answer to. But first, Universal said.
That's a real laugh, ladies and gentlemen.
From the outset, this suit was an affront to all artists and their creative expression and never should have seen the light of day. It barely saw the light of day. It didn't even go to trial. Why? I said with the trial at least. Take this shit to motherfucking trial. This shit got dissed and dismissed. We're pleased with the court's dismissal and look forward to continue our work successfully promoting Drake's music and investing in his career. So they're sunning him. Get back to work. Get back to work, little nigga. You're not a boss. Nobody's bigger than the program. Get back to work. Give us some slaps, like we're all saying. They're saying the same thing. Like they're saying, get back to work. Now he's Mr. Big Boss. He's going to tear the system down for every artist that existed. He's off to a rough start with that. So my point is, do we really think that he has one more album due? and he's renegotiating this new deal where he thought he was going to get $600 million. They offered him $200 or $300 million because he lost the battle to Kendrick, and this is why we're where we're at. And then secondly, it's the same thing. It's like, what's going to then happen with Iceman? You think that album's going to do well in the Universal system if that's your last record with them? Is Iceman episode 4 going to solve all this for us? Like, I'm confused, man. I'm really confused, Jeremy.
Haven't you heard it's a classic?
DJ Academics, a very unbiased person, said that he has a good authority. that it's case dismissed. That his album is really good. Are we not saying that we have to say, yo, Drake made a really good album? It's a classic. Like, what? Okay, he makes good music, or he did make great music. I don't like.
Academics is the same person who said Drake didn't have a classic, and this was in 2017. So he said,
you really doing your research.
He said
today.
At that point, I loved Everyday Struggle. That was one of my favorite shows. He said that Take Care and Nothing Was the Same were not universally acclaimed classics. Now he's saying he has 6 or more classics, and he said Kendrick at that point had 3 to 4 classics.
Why?
So I'm just saying.
Why are y'all for what?
You're right.
Jeremy loves research.
Okay, wait.
There's no point in fact checking or.
You're right. You're right. No, you're right. They don't care about facts. They don't care about facts. You had a question though.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I
Sorry.
Universal said get back to work.
Can I read some parts of this? Because it was actually like
I have some favorites too.
Okay, yeah. It was really entertaining.
Wait, go up. I just want to see it says plaintiff. Interesting. Okay, go ahead.
Plaintiff Aubrey J. Graham versus UMG Recordings.
Mm-hmm.
This case arises from perhaps the most infamous rap battle in the genre's history. The vitriol war of words that erupted between superstar recording artist Aubrey Drake Graham, aka Drake, and Kendrick Lamar Duckworth, or Kendrick Lamar, in the spring of 2024. Over the course of 16 days, the two artists released 8 so-called diss tracks with increasingly heated rhetoric, loaded accusations, and violent imagery. The penultimate. Wait, hold on. The penultimate
That's like the
song.
second to last song.
Okay.
Of a situation.
The penultimate song of this feud, Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar, dealt the metaphorical killing blow. The song contains lyrics explicitly accusing Drake of being a PDF set to a catchy beat and propulsive bass line.
This is hip-hop journalism right here. This Vargas trying to take my spot, yo.
And Sean Mumberger. Not Like Us went on to become a cultural sensation, achieving immense commercial success and critical acclaim. So there's a lot. Obviously, this is 38 pages.
What's fucked up is this is official documentation.
Yes.
This is gonna live in the
L.
This is insane documentation.
38 pages.
Why would you? That's crazy. Why would they do that to that boy?
This one's even crazier for you.
What happened to that boy?
Page 9. So basically, this is when Drake is saying like Universal colluded with Kendrick to bring down Drake's value, and they had this whole plot from the beginning. This was the judge's response to that. Not Like Us was a huge commercial success. It has gained immense popularity on streaming and social media platforms. It has been streamed globally more than 1.4 billion times on Spotify as of April 2025. On November 8th, the Recording Academy nominated Not Like Us for several Grammy Awards. And in February 2025, it won Record of the Year. A week later, Kendrick Lamar performed Not Like Us live during the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show.
Like, if you wrote this shit, you wouldn't believe this shit. This can't really happen.
Then they add this in. The performance is allegedly to be the most watched Super Bowl halftime show of all time. So then they
Bro, this is crazy because this is in the Constitution. This is gonna be in the Hall of Records where white people from generations are gonna read about this shit.
But basically what they say,
bro.
Basically what they say a couple pages later is there's no way that when Kendrick Lamar put out this song, he had any clue, even if he thought it was a good song, that it would get nominated for a Grammy and that he would be performing the Super Bowl. And like,
I'm making the record of the year, song of the year.
He couldn't have even known that it was that crazy.
To the Grammy board. And again, the key point, again, it's in there too, I'm sure, Jeremy, about the fact that the biggest mistake ends up being the AI Pac voice.
Yeah.
Saying that you should say these things. I heard it on the Button podcast. You like them young. Say I like them young. Like you gave him the blueprint of what to do. And then when he did it, things went crazy.
Yeah, we said that. I said this was I said this months ago, but I also reiterated a couple months ago, and I said it would be funny if the judge or the other opposing legal team got up there and said, well, I know you're saying this, but Drake is actually the one who told us to say this in the song. And this is actually what it says in the lawsuit. It says, Lamar also insinuates that Drake knowingly hires sex offenders. That was about Meet the Grams, grew facial hair, because it's also the lyrics in here are funny. Like it quotes a lot of lyrics, but of particular relevance in tailor-made freestyle, Drake challenges Lamar to make the PDF accusations at issue. Using the artificial generated voice of deceased rapper Tupac, Drake goads Kendrick Lamar, Kendrick, we need you. The West Coast savior.
Kendrick, we need you. Huh.
And talk about him liking young girls. That's a gift from me. Heard it on the Button podcast. It's got to be true. It is in this context in which such lyrics as "Say Drake, I hear you like 'em young" from the recording must be assessed. The similarity in the wording suggests strongly that this line is a direct callback to Drake's lyrics in the prior song. Plaintiff argues that the court should ignore the songs that came before and assess Not Like Us as a singular entity.
Don't work that way, buddy.
Plaintiff argues that the average listener is not someone who's familiar with every track released as part of the rap battle before listening to the recording, like those who live and breathe the Bigger Picture podcast. But it doesn't say it. But because the recording has achieved a level of cultural ubiquity far beyond the other 7 songs, plaintiff contends that court should not consider them. But the problem is, and what the judge argues is, you have to assess the context in which things are being said. And the only way to assess any of these rap battle songs, these diss songs, is in the context of all the other songs, which they are then replying to. And the average listener, even the average listener, isn't looking at Not Like Us as this came out of nowhere. There were prior diss songs that people are ignoring.
Yeah, and then refer to each song. The songs are being referred to in chronological order. What you said something, which is what happens in a rap battle. You said this, I'm going to find a clever way to flip what you said about me against you, or something you said earlier. That's a rap battle. All these songs were dropped, what, in how many days? 20 days or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, I think it's at 16 days total.
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
It's exhausting, isn't it?
I ain't, like, bro, this is the thing, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't never seen no shit like this.
I'm older than you. I've been in this longer. I ain't never seen no shit like this.
I ain't never in my life thought that this would be where we at, where court documents would be talking about your L before you do.
Well, that's the thing too. Here's the other very telling thing, Jeremy, and I want to get your take on this. Another thing we disagree vehemently, I believe, to our colleague, Mr. Mall, OVO Mall, that Drake's standing on business, right? In a lot of ways he's doing this, and he's still in this fight. To me, he's doing the exact opposite of it, because he's never publicly even acknowledged the lawsuit, either in his IG story where he tells us everything, or even on his streaming moments with the great people that he streams with, like Aiden Ross or with Bobby. He's never spoken on this at all, acknowledged that this exists. So meanwhile, he's doing this, and then artistically trying to present Iceman like there's this clear slate for him to like prosper as an artist with these records and these songs and this whole movement he's building. Meanwhile, he's trying to sue the very label that's still distributing his music. It just doesn't make any sense. It clashes with each other. But yeah, he's going to keep the fight going according to his legal representation, that they're going to now try to appeal it. You know, good luck with that. Defamation, again, is one of the hardest things to prove, as legal people always tell you. So he's still going to battle this quietly, legally, I guess. Meanwhile, sell his fans on the prospect of this great musical comeback, which is the Iceman project. And to me, it still just doesn't add up. The boss move is the representation should be he have a way to end his relationship with Universal if he's so unhappy with them, you know, and build a new record label, build a new career someplace else, and get his masters back from Universal, or begin that argument and that fight, like I've said earlier. It's like, it doesn't look like, it looks very short term with no real plan of what he's really supposed to do. And the fans just want to feel an exciting Drake musical return moment, which again, these records he's put out have not given him that. So it just continues to drag on in a lot of ways. Besides even this dismissal, it's just dragging on. Like, what are we supposed to believe in? This Iceman return? Meanwhile, you still are mad at the label, and the label don't mess with you. It's weird.
Yeah.
There are women who I've spoken with that have been around, and they said that he's definitely like fucking up his legacy with this type of stuff. With everything that he's been doing, is just like, I think it's kind of It's kind of sad.
You feel a little bit sad? I saw a teardrop when you were recording Effective immediately. I knew how upset you were that this got dropped and that.
At this point, Jeremy Hecht, I don't know if my tear glands work.
Because he shed so many tears.
That's valid. But to your point, Elliot, I feel like it's it's going to be very hard to appeal. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not a lawyer, but I read the 38-page document and the amount of cases that they refer to that were defamation. And the thing about it is twofold, right? You have to get the defamation, get through the defamation part in order to get to the part where Universal was boosting something that defames you. You need to prove that
defamation
it was
first?
Defamation.
Wow.
So the defamation case has so much precedent in the courtroom. Like they even refer to Star, like the media personality,
Troy Terrain,
and his case where there were insults being thrown back and forth on air, and there was a lawsuit, but the same thing where that lawsuit couldn't be taken out, the defamation couldn't be taken out of context, where they were saying things that the average person wouldn't believe is true because it was a heated argument. There was like back and forth, a war of words. They referenced the Barstool case with Rappaport, where there's a diss track that calls him a whole bunch of things and throws name calling at him, but the average person is looking at that in the course of a diss track, which you don't think is fact. You think it is heated rhetoric. You think it's opinion. You think it's fun. Even they tried to say, which the only part that I might have actually argued against, because I have argued in the past about the rabbit hole getting deeper, and I thought that insinuated like, I do know more and you probably shouldn't continue this battle because you know where I'm going with it. Whether that was like real fact or whether it was theory or whatever, Drake did try to argue that, and the plaintiff did argue that the rabbit hole getting deeper insinuates that he knows facts about Drake or is going to present things to the public that the public doesn't know. But the judge argued against that and said, well, they all said that. Drake said, your darkest secrets are coming to light. Kendrick said, I could go deeper. And Kendrick also said, don't tell a lie about me. I won't tell the truth about you. So basically, they were always insinuating that they were holding more information, but it's a rap battle.
I would really like to talk to an attorney to discuss this, just to see what the probability of a successful appeal would be. Because I think that we're all just fucking wasting our fucking time right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody go the fuck home.
Yeah.
Everybody go home to your estates or wherever you gotta go and get in the fucking booth, as Gina Views. Hey,
yeah,
just what the fuck are we doing? You know what I mean? Niggas is in court, fucking like for a year. Like, bro, this is stupid.
Make some slaps, get out of court,
bro. Is there anything else in here that stood out to you, Jeremy Hecht? Because I'm very intrigued.
You're not gonna read the 38 pages?
Oh, I'm not reading this shit.
Yeah, I had a lot. I mean, we can go to the end too. The way that they close out, I thought was
a good closer, good kicker,
good closer.
Great
writing.
Great journalism. Is Drake gonna make a Jeanette Vargas record or have some bars for her on his next project?
Well, he does talk about the judge sometimes. He said he went to brunch with the judge before.
Michael Jackson had the judge. He dissed the judge in his song. Judge Sheldon is a cold man or some shit like that. He made a whole song. Don Sheldon.
Well,
Don Sheldon is a cold man.
He does refer to himself as Michael Jackson.
Oh, there you go.
So
Michael Jackson's just the judge champ.
You might have to. Let me see though. I feel like there was one more. Was there any other highlights?
Yeah,
for you?
the closing basically. Let me find it for you. The final thoughts from the judge. Let's see what we have here. Let's get into it, King.
This was one on page 13. It was interesting to me that they tried to basically say that the main goal of Not Like Us was just to prove that Drake was a PDF. Like that's what they're saying. The goal of the song is
records.
First of all, I think the goal of that was to win a battle.
Yes.
The goal of maybe verse 1 was to continue to prove that, and that's his angle. There's 2 whole other verses to that song that have nothing to do with that. And so I think the goal was to dismantle someone in a rap battle. I thought that was interesting.
So the judge said the artist's 7-track rap battle was a, quote, war of words that was the subject of substantial media scrutiny and online discourse. Although the accusation that plaintiff is a pedophile is certainly a serious one, the broader context of a heated rap battle with incendiary language and offensive accusations held by both participants would not incline a reasonable listener to believe that Not Like Us imparts verifiable facts about plaintiff. And there we are.
They also, right after that, they tried to go into the image and the video. So they actually bring the Not Like Us video in there, and they say that a caged owl at the end is insinuating that Drake should be behind bars, which even me, even someone who reads so deep into, I did a breakdown on that video. I tried to go through everything that possibly I could
You didn't
find.
land on that?
That is not what I thought that meant at the end. I thought that meant is you can't speak. It's like a muzzle to me. It felt like you can't speak right
Silencing
now.
the owl,
Silence.
kind of,
Yeah, like you. But you know, I'm sure there was a double entendre there. But even the judge is like, you can't. We're not arguing. We're not sitting here in court and arguing about these theories.
Well, I think the bottom line, I don't think the appeal probably doesn't even hit our radar unless something happens, like we're saying, like if Drake does some sort of discovery that he can bring to the table, that he gets across it. But you're saying he's got to get past the defamation even to do that, or finds a new way to approach this. It's probably just going to still play in the backdrop. And again, so then what does this mean for Drake's musical career? Again, we don't really know the status with the label, but they're still not in good standing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's promising us an album. How does that play out? We get Iceman by the end of the year with no support by Universal, and then that's the end of Drake Universal, or they still try to renegotiate? What do you guys think will happen in terms of artists and label moving forward?
I mean, I don't think Iceman is going to stop in terms of the series.
He can't
I think
stop,
we're too far in. We're
It's
three
forever.
We're four. It's more of a concept than it is an album.
And you love the title.
Wait,
And you
say
love
that
the
again?
title.
Say that again.
That Iceman is more of a concept than it is an album.
You remember what DJ Hed said a couple episodes ago about that?
No, please refer back to previous episode of Bigger Picture. What did DJ Hed say?
Literally said, I think that it's going to pivot from being the album to just a series or something like. I said something like that.
Yeah, it's
really?
gonna be like an online.
Are you saying it
yeah.
won't even end up being an album? And it'll be
I think there is an album. I do think there is an album, or an album being made. I don't know to say that.
Academic says
He said he
coming
says
together
it's a
nicely,
classic.
this album.
Yeah, I think so. We're gonna get an album or a project of
Universal
some sort.
puts it out.
Universal's gonna put it out. Now, will this be the case of? It would be smart to do this, but I don't know if he will do this. Like what Frank Ocean did with Endless and Blonde, where like you drop the Iceman album on Universal and then independently you drop the best album of your career. I don't know if that's possible to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know musically if that's even possible, you know, in his state right now. But if you did do that, I think that would be the move. But I think we're going to get a project, and I honestly don't know if he parts. It seems like Universal still
standing on business.
You know, they
like,
still
is
wanna
Drake
work
bold
together.
enough to really leave Universal, I guess is the point. He probably could do a lucrative deal with Sony. Party Record goes through the thing of Sony, right? He could probably do his own Drake new contract. We've seen the big stars, the Michael Jacksons, the Janet Jacksons, the not Michael stayed on Sony. Janet Jackson. People switched labels and then got a new $200 million record deal with this label now. So he could do that with Sony, but he signed to Universal his whole career. His classic records are on Universal. He doesn't fully own the masters to those records. He owns more of the masters, in theory, to the later records, which aren't as good as the early classics that academics now believes are classics. So it's like, and I think even his publishing is Universal. So he's in so much business with Universal. It's like, how do you sever that? How do you move forward to a new situation with kind of a clean slate and really pull a boss move like you're trying to present yourself to be in this game?
Well, it's funny because his past catalog is never going to lose value. Like if you look at the charts right now, like Take Care is charting higher than almost any rap album right now. Nothing was the same as charting. So there's clearly so much value in that old catalog. So even Universal has incentive to continue to push that catalog and continue to push Drake's brand. Now, I think what would be the real boss move is become the biggest independent artist of all time. I don't know that he wants to do that, but like I said, I've been like studying and going back. He was in interviews in 2009 before he signed a deal saying, I think we could do this independently, and I have a great team. Keep in mind, he had G. Roberson and Cortez Bryant as his management team. So he had them, he had Wayne's support. He could have gone independent before doing that deal, and I think changed the game completely. But now you're in a position where, what do you really need the label for? Especially if you're saying the label's going against you. If the label's doing absolutely nothing for you, then prove that's the case. Become the biggest independent artist of all time. And that's how you actually shift the music industry. That's what you need to do.
I'm on my journalist tip right now. I wanted to get an official word from an attorney, so I reached out to my boy Charles from TMZ. I think he and Harvey Levin are live on the air right now.
Harvey's actually an attorney too, right?
Exactly. So I'm going to call Charles and see.
Okay.
TMZ hip hop.
TMZ reporting
You
live.
can't take this guy away from the TMZ hip hop.
What's up, Hed?
What up, Charles? We live right now. Are you live?
I want to. We want to hit the audio. I was leaning in to listen. I was like, no, we need a microphone. Yes, we are on the live stream right now.
Okay, bet. So are we.
I'm here with
Elliott Wilson and Jeremy Hecht as well. I don't know who's with you, but we're talking about this suit, right? And basically, we're knee deep in reading through Jeremy Hecht and Elliott Wilson. They're journalists, so they read the entire page, the entire
38
lawsuit,
pages.
38 pages of a lawsuit. I'm not doing that, but
You're talking about the dismissal.
The dismissal.
the dismissal, correct.
Yes.
And so we were talking about appeals, and I'm trying to figure out the probability of a successful appeal attempt.
0.
0. Who was that? Who was that said that?
It's Harvey.
Oh, Harvey. What's up, Harvey?
Yeah.
It's a stupid lawsuit. And
Harvey.
there's no basis for it. And the judge basically said that. But the judge used Drake's own words to basically kill the case, which is that this was a rap battle. And this is what people do. They speak in hyperbole and rap. Nobody confuses rap for fact. And the judge booted the case because there was never a case to begin with. It was a stupid, petty, it makes Drake look like an absolute loser.
Right. So but they can legally file an appeal to this.
Yeah, they can, but if Drake wants to keep throwing money at it, they're going to lose.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Harvey, I have a question. Do you think
there was nobody who is going? No judge is going to say, "Oh, the public believes you're a certified pedophile." Just the way they're not going to believe that Kendrick has a kid born from another mother. Right. Nobody believes hyperbole.
So Harvey, quick question. So you're viewing this as very frivolous from the jump. Do you think that it's unprecedented because Drake has the money to kind of have this battle, which most artists don't? Do you think he spent millions of dollars in this pursuit?
Oh, yes, he's definitely. I mean, well, I don't know what his lawyers are charging, but it's been a long time.
Yeah, I have a theory about this case that there's no way that the lawyers told Drake he was going to win this. I just don't believe that. And especially, it's not even against Kendrick. It's against UMG. So I don't think they ever really believed they were going to win it. I think somehow Drake believed he was going to get good publicity by seemingly taking the offensive by suing. And I think that never made sense and it backfired.
Yeah, Harvey, last question. I saw the video where you initially said that about Kendrick, and you were basically saying like Drake didn't want to sue Kendrick, so he sued the label. Do you think this goes any differently if he had sued Kendrick? And do you think that really was the intent? Like he wanted to sue based on the Kendrick lyrics, but he knew how bad that would look?
If you read the opinion, it would apply to Kendrick the way it applied to UMG.
Wow.
Yeah, because the opinion didn't actually address UMG. It was really just about
song,
the lyrics.
yeah.
Hey,
So it wouldn't have gone any differently. But
my last question, Harvey. Because you are actually, you're a law person. Have you ever seen someone?
Couldn't quite say lawyer.
A law, you're in law.
Okay, I get it. No, but have you ever seen
Esquire?
Go back to the top. Go back to the first page, Jeremy. In the dismissal, they used verbiage. They used like lyrics from the songs. They actually, and then they called the Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar dealt the metaphorical killing blow. Like, have you ever seen language like this in a dismissal or a lawsuit?
There was once a case, and I've forgotten who it involved, but it was a similar thing with a rap battle, and the judge actually wrote a rap song.
This is what you're talking about. This judge in this case was also the judge in Eminem's suit. Eminem was sued by one of his former classmates.
Yeah.
Who said that one of his songs was bullying him, and the song was about that kid bullying Eminem at school.
It goes back to Eminem.
And
I love this show.
Judge in the ruling actually rapped on the bench.
Oh, are you serious?
That's hard.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you got to look it up.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna pull that up.
So it's the same judge. I forget what the case was. Somebody versus Marshall, but it was the same judge. We looked it up last week when the dismissal came down.
Don't ask us to repeat it.
No, I'm
it up.
not.
Bars,
Hey,
Harvey, some bars.
I'm cutting this off before we get to that point.
no, thanks, Charles. Thanks, Harvey.
Thanks,
I
Charles.
appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Appreciate you
Harvey.
guys.
All right. See you guys,
TMZ,
guys.
baby. Yeah, DJ Head.
Journalism.
DJ Head with the power call.
I had to put the call in, bro.
TMZ bigger picture
Sure.
collaboration right there.
0%
I had to,
chance. He said.
I was texting him like, yo, I need a lawyer. I was like, yo, Harvey, what's up? I'm like, he's like, we're on live, Head. I'm like, fuck it, put us on the live. I need a law opinion right now.
He said 0 chance.
0 chance.
Okay,
Zero
last thing
Shout out
I
Harvey
want to
Levin.
read.
Shout out to
Shout
Charles.
to TMZ.
Charles.
Shout out to Trent from TMZ. Okay, last thing I want to read from this because this was actually really funny. Not like us.
Jeff was like, I get his humor on. Fuck closure.
Well, I was just, I'm like, there's no way this. You're talking about things in a lawsuit. There's no way this lyric is in here. Okay, not like us.
There's no closure.
Is
There's none.
No closure. No slaps.
Is replete with profanity, trash talking, threats of violence, and figurative and hyperbolic language, all of which are indicate of opinion. A reasonable listener would not equate a song that contains lyrics such as, in quote, ain't no law, boy, you ball boy, fetch Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping with accurate factual reporting. Accordingly, the reasonable listener of Not Like Us would conclude that Lamar is rapping hyperbolic vituperations. Basically saying, like, if you think he's actually saying Drake has to go fetch Gatorade, then you don't know rap battles at all. But didn't
Dot secure a Gatorade deal after that
he
lyric?
did. He
There
did.
you go.
He left the lyric that lives
Shout out
on.
to that. Did he sign his contract?
Peekaboo.
A new record deal during this battle? A couple days before Euphoria, he signed a whole new record deal with
Hey,
UFG?
I mean, that's like the akin to really believing that there's like snot on his chain. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of lyrics that you can't take seriously.
You put boogers on your chain, Jeremy Hecht?
No, I did have a booger yesterday though, before bed, and then my girl was like, "You got some here," and then she like did this, and then it fell in the bed, and I was like, "Oh, I think I got to change the sheets."
I have a theory
What?
that people who have boogers are lazy.
Oh, okay. All right, let's
They
hear
just
it.
develop too long because you're not clearing your box out.
It's coagulated snot.
You letting that snot build up.
I pick it every morning.
You gotta be
though. It's like-
anti-snot build up, my G. You
I
can't let it-
try.
If
It
you
was-
dealt with your snot, you wouldn't deal with boogers because you a dirty nigga.
So okay.
Have you ever heard, you know about the rap classic? Have you guys ever heard the rap classic Biz Markie picking boogers?
Of course.
Okay. You guys know that?
I don't know. It's
Sorry,
much.
continue. King.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Biz Markie. But yeah.
Besides, yes, rest in peace. Besides the boogers that exist, Eminem beats back in bully lawsuit. This is a headline from CBS News, and this is from 2005. A man who admits picking on Eminem when they were schoolmates cannot sue the rapper over a song that depicts his bullying as a brain-jarring attack. The state appeals court says Brain Damage, released in 1999, was not intended to be taken literally. A 3-judge panel said in an opinion released Friday, dismissing the lawsuit filed by sanitation worker D'Angelo Bailey. Eminem, Marshall Mathers, says in the song Bailey beat him up in a school bathroom, banging his head on a urinal and choking him. Bailey sued in 2001, accusing the Detroit area rapper
Marshall did that shit.
of invading his privacy by publicizing unreasonable information that put him in a false light. Bailey admitted that he did pick on Marshall, but said that he merely bumped him after school and threw
Shoulder
him
bump. You know that bump in school.
a little shove. In
At least
quotes.
know that bump is, you bump in school.
The court cited song
Getting it
lyrics
poppin'.
in which Eminem said the school principal stomped on him, leaving him for dead. Those lyrics, along with others, Eminem singing that his whole brain fell out of his skull, would not be taken literally by a reasonable listener, the judge wrote. So it's
it
the
goes
same
back to
case.
Eminem. Look how good we are.
Yeah,
Look,
good full
we gotta
circle.
find a clip of the judge rapping if this is online. So
Yeah, let me see.
I don't know if that
Balls.
was in the, I would have saw that footage.
One last thing about the great call in by Harvey and Charles. Harvey saying, so frankly, that there's 0 chance and that he thinks that
He would be victorious.
And also that even the lawyers didn't think he couldn't have told him we think we're going to win this thing, like, or at least let them know the odds are against us, right? Realistic call, like we're not feeling confident that we're going to pull this off. I will show some grace to the OVO stands. There is one theory they have that the only Drake victory in this is that the legal thing is embarrassing. The rap legal thing is there. It does make it clear that there's not a belief that he actually is a pedophile. So in some ways, he cleared his name. That legally, it's clear that he's not a pedophile.
Well, I did bring
That's some OVO stands.
I did bring up that point to Gina Views, and she didn't like it.
Well, there you go.
What did she say?
Because I said he technically never called him that.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
Well,
I
that's
wouldn't
what
let
he
you
says,
get that off
pedophiles,
either.
plural. That's all the debate and that type of stuff too.
He never directly called him that.
No, legally in the court case they said he did though.
He inferred it.
No, but they said it was it was understood that he called Drake and his associates. So they grouped them together. They basically said
with all the little things in the house and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, I stand on what I'm standing on.
Okay.
He never said
But what about that theory that that's one thing he wanted? As much as that bothered him so much, even if people don't believe that, he wanted some vindication that legally it says that was music, and that's not true.
Yeah, he got that.
and my thing is we're talking about the average listener. I don't think the average listener thought any of these things were true. I don't think that people were walking around being like, "This is crazy." Wait, he said this about this. Wait, is this what? And people were questioning.
The reasonable listener.
The reasonable listener was not the reasonable listener. Drake just sold out. He had a sold out tour. I don't think people in the crowd were like, "Yep," like you said. He wasn't ostracized from society.
Yeah.
Like
which we do with people that are labeled that.
Yes.
Or do that. Yeah.
So maybe he gets some vindication
the
legally.
Nigga had a hit record.
Yeah.
Nokia was a hit.
This isn't a Puff Daddy fall from grace.
That,
bro.
No.
He had a hit.
The nigga had a hit record. I played the record last Sunday. I just played the motherfucker on Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's a good song.
Like,
and what they
give
didn't
me
get
a fucking break.
They didn't get
Is
any
it DJ Head?
They didn't get any vindication the other way because they were also saying those are the same people that work. The truth is finally going to come to light about Kendrick and what his past is and his dark history, and like we didn't get any of that.
Should we just play
in your own
little
song,
cleanse?
you explicitly describe
Is it Gina?
the crime she would
Is
do.
it Thursday?
Choke no whore till her vocal cords won't work in her throat no more. These motherfuckers been thinking I'm playing, thinking I'm saying the shit, cause I'm thinking it and just to be saying it. Put your hands down, bitch. I ain't gonna shoot you. I'm gonna pull you to this bullet and put it through you.
That looks like AI. Was that real? I don't know that
That's
was.
not it. That's not it. It's got to be an old judge.
Is it this one?
They brought Marshall to court. He used to bring the white man to court.
Yeah.
Man, I'm a criminal. You ain't got to say a word. I'm flipping the bird. And
Marshall fought for that First Amendment, my G.
Boy, I got to listen to that. That shit slap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a criminal. I ain't got to say a word.
We'll see if we can find it. But
I don't
okay.
take shit from no one.
But yo, shout out again. Once again, Harvey, beautiful, Charles, TMZ. Shout out to
TMZ
Appreciate
Live.
them. What did I dismiss?
There was a lot of speculation.
I didn't see that one. That's funny.
Yeah, that was good too. The other one was where was Kendrick in that picture where he was smiling?
Which one was that?
It was like the day after.
Did you know
he's
that
like at a soccer game or something, World Cup.
is not following you on Twitter?
Oh, please.
No.
Why are you getting him started? Don't start this.
No, if
please
he
don't
was,
do
I
this.
would be. You think I would just
Please don't do
be
this.
living normally? You think this would just
How
be
else
like
would you fucking live, Jeremy Hecht?
with an accentuated smile
You already
all
have
the
that.
time? I do have that. It would
This
be
is
even
why they
crazier.
attack him in these Twitter space
they
rooms, man.
Yeah, they
Space
tell me I'm too
rooms.
happy. I show emotions.
Don't let nobody
It's too
steal your
much.
joy. Not even me.
Thanks, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate
You don't get to
that.
just walk
That was a
around
beautiful
and
moment.
not get pulled over. You
That's
know
like
what I'm
Will
saying?
Smith with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
kid. Even me. Don't you
Shit.
let that even me.
Yeah.
But Will Smith would do dad, right? The father. Oh my God. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Don't let them take your joy away, Jeremy.
Put a button on this, Elliott Wilson.
Oh man, I look forward to Iceman, man. Let's do it.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
What you looking forward to?
Because the saga continues. I just think it's insane.
The saga continues.
Yes,
This is not a Puff Daddy reunion album.
Lucien Grange and all that. Like, again, I said the same thing. I feel vindicated. I said, drop the lawsuit. They dismissed it. The lawsuit makes no sense, as Harvey said. I agree. And your battles with the label. So if you really want to be a boss, go against Universal, get out that deal. If you spend all these millions of dollars, get the best lawyers, find a way to get out that deal, and bring Iceman and your next album to a new home, a new multi-million-dollar deal, and then circle back and fight for your history, champ. Fight for your catalog.
This was the picture.
Oh yeah.
This was the first known picture after the lawsuit. I've never seen that. Is an extended smile. That is a different.
That's a nice smile there, man. He was just in the gym in Chile.
Yeah, but
working some
he
things
knew
off.
with that picture what that would be.
Yeah, I just think that you want to go to war with the label. DJ, I've been in a long time. I can smell when the artist hates the label. It doesn't go well, right? It's over. It's never going to be the same.
Nothing
Pride
was the
kicks
same?
in, right? Nothing's the same. So You were the universal Lucian Grange's golden child. You no longer are that anymore. And you're mad about it. So man up, legal up, and get out that deal. And go fight for your masters, fight for your catalog. Because that's where you're unhappy. Like, the point of putting out the Iceman while being in this deal and then they don't do any extra push on it and it doesn't perform well, and then you blame the label, it's like, it's tiring. We hate when the artists blame the label. It's like, figure this out, champ. You have more leverage than anybody that's ever had it. You have more money than anybody's been in this position. Figure it out. I question him having the best representation. I question him having the best advisors or lawyers, legal team. He's got the currency to do it, but he didn't put a dream team together if this case got dismissed so quickly.
Hey, man, God bless him. God bless him. God bless him and everybody with him.
Prove defamation. It's the hardest thing on the planet.
At least saying it's hard to prove defamation.
It is the hardest thing. They say it's the hardest thing,
especially through.
Hey, you know what, Jeremy Hecht? God bless Canada.
God bless Canada. Justin Trudeau's out here dating Katy Perry and shit.
No idea. God bless that white lady.
All right. Well, speaking of,
I don't have nothing to do with that white lady.
No, me neither. But Canada does.
She's Canadian?
No, she's dating the former prime minister, allegedly.
The former prime minister?
Yeah, it would be like...
Is that show y'all president?
It'd be like Obama dating Rihanna or something.
Is that right?
Really?
Yeah.
Because he's married.
Well, no. Sorry, he's not married anymore. So it wouldn't be like Obama. It'd be like if Obama got divorced. But I want to put that out there. I'm just giving you like a scale of as to what that looks like.
Bill Clinton to get that off before Obama would.
Yeah, no. Actually, take Obama. Obama and Michelle are happily married. That would never happen.
He just posted her.
I know. He talked about his love. Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Barack, I don't want any problem. You guys are. I'm so happy for you.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just forget that.
Sometimes you give the Canadians the form. You see what happens.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. But
in Gavin Newsom's America, this is what we got to deal with.
Shout out to Gavi.
Gavin wants to fade.
I fuck with Gavi. He got that energy for that nigga. I went and bought the merch.
He just started making these red hats.
This is a real Gavi Newsom merch. I bought this off his website.
But he just made this recently.
Yeah, he went on Stephen Colbert. I think he was on Stephen Colbert. And then he announced his merch. You can go to gavinnewsom.com. Wow. You know what I'm saying?
He's really making that play for is it 2020?
Oh, he coming. He coming. He can run in that. Hey, and all you Democrats, get behind Gavi. Gavi got the plan. You know what I'm saying? And also make sure you go do your due diligence on Prop 50, because what they trying to do is reposition the red states. And here, let me sum it up for.
Yeah, explain the Prop 50. You keep teasing
let me just break this down real quick. Okay, what's happening is, this is a blue state. So if you're in the great state of California, this is a blue state. No disrespect to the red rag homies, but this is a blue state, which means
we love the red rag homies.
Which means that we're liberal. We get to have abortions. You knock a girl up, y'all get the freedom. It's her body, her choice. Y'all can, do what you want to do with that, right? In other states, they have prohibited that. Even they take away your woman rights, even if you have suffered. Okay, now. What they're going to do is they're trying to turn this blue state into red state, which then Trump's America gets to make the decisions over here, just like in other states. And they're redistricting. I'm not here to petition, but go do your due diligence on Prop 50. They're trying to redistrict shit to where it take away minority votes. I say minority, but it's really us type shit. But
because basically in Texas, what's happening is they're trying to extend the vote so that there's going to be more Republican representation. So Newsom, whereas a lot of Democrats have been like, we got to play by the rules. We kind of got to do what we don't want to become them. Newsom's like, no, the only way to fight people who are breaking the rules is to break the rules yourself and create new rules. So he's like, basically like, we got to extend our power.
Let's redistrict. But yeah, shout out to Gavi. Go get your merch. What does this say, Jeremy Hecht? Says Newsom was right about everything. This is not a MAGA hat, champ. Newsom was right about everything. I fuck with it, and go get yours today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know about everything, but you know who I am.
Hey, nobody's perfect.
You trying to be here?
I'm trying to. I'm happy to be here. I do rock with his energy, though. I do like how he's had that energy.
It's always the Canadians coming over here.
Their arrogance
to come south of the border to get culture. No, I'm fucking with it.
You know, I
Trying to lead the way.
Real quick on politics. In New York, in your home turf, Mamdani. I saw my guy Mamdani walk out to Killer Mike yesterday at his rally. He had 3,500 people there yesterday.
He ran down on them? What do you mean?
No, Killer Mike was his opening theme song.
there you
He walked
go.
out to run the jewels.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so Mamdani's very hip hop.
He's mobilizing,
He's
baby.
talking with Wu-Tang.
Shout out to Michael Renner.
Yeah, I like him. Okay, but Mobb
Oh,
Deep.
go watch my episode of Conversate with Killer Mike. It's out now. Shout out to Killer Mike's
yes,
podcast.
yeah, that was dope too. Yeah, out now. Watch it.
Go check it out. Shout out to the mob, though.
Yeah,
We had the
officially-
pleasure of talking to Havoc and Alchemist.
Yes, you can watch that now.
I don't know if DJ, you had heard the album at that time before the interview.
Yeah.
We all had heard the album, so
We got a little early sneak peek.
okay.
It always hits differently listening
After?
properly. Yeah,
Yeah, me
after.
too,
Like, there's very few times. Sometimes I will listen before and I'll know what I'm getting into, but it feels just weird. You have to click play on all those tracks. Like it's harder than just the full
Poor us
listen.
being the media getting advanced links to these
I sound like an
albums.
asshole.
Oh,
when
the
they-
inconvenience.
Oh man, but
Sometimes the player stalls.
yeah.
Am
But-
I off in thinking that Mob also didn't they have an Infinite? Oh no, it's Infamous, and then they did Infinity. Okay, never mind.
This is called Infinite,
It's
right?
called Infinite, yeah.
Yep.
But that's been their like through line, their thread. Like,
I guess the playoff Infamous.
yeah, for sure. Okay, I fuck with the album. After the fact, I didn't like it as much as I do when we got the sneak peek, like when we got the preview.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it was about it, but maybe it was just listening to it as I'm supposed to listen to it on the streaming. But I fuck with it. It's a couple songs that stood out to me.
Yeah.
I don't make my own versions like Elliott, but I do have some stand-ups.
Yeah, 'cause I only got 2 skips on it to me.
Really? The
2 or
MOB,
3
the
skips.
MOB song?
Yeah,
I
that
like-
one.
That's
yeah,
a
yeah.
skip.
I like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
song.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
I like
You know
that.
that's Boogie Down Productions, the Jimmy.
That's a
the
skip.
J, the I,
no.
the M, the Y is Jimmy.
I thought that
Boogie
was
Down
dope.
Productions,
I thought
KRS
that was
One.
dope.
Yeah,
My favorite song is "Look at Me" with Clips. That shit.
Yeah, that was hard.
That was a hard ass rap song, and I like Easy Bruh. I also like I think Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal was dope too. That was
Yeah.
one
Taj
of my
Mahal's second
favorites.
single. What do we think of the Georgia Smith? Her
I love it. I
You
love
think
the
it worked?
Georgia Smith. Yeah. That.
2 versions, the Georgia Smith version and the her version.
Oh, like why there's 2 versions and stuff.
No,
like
just both. The
I think it's cool.
making that play. I thought that
Yeah,
was really a dope.
yeah.
That's a power play. For
I think
them.
it just you get more streams to the same, to the song, and it
Yeah.
leads more pathways to the same song. But I think it's dope. I that song I think has the most potential to do something on this project in terms of like mainstream acceptability. The hook was super dope, and then obviously you have Nas, so that's probably.
shot a video.
But I love when the single is also a really good song, and it's not just a play for a single. Like it still feels like it fit. The clip song I really like, and I really like Taj Mahal, and then I did like the M, the O, the B, the B.
You like that one?
I did.
Why?
I actually just thought
Big
it was
Noid.
dope.
That's
I
why.
liked-
Big Noid.
Yeah, Big Noid
fucking
killed
Noid.
it. I like the beat. It wasn't an issue with the album, but the only thing that I wish, which I feel like separates the Clips album from the Mobb Deep album, is I really would have loved to hear Prodigy and like his take on current times and how much he's evolved over time. Like I think the great part about the Clips album, besides the high level rapping, was hearing Malice after so long and his perspective change. So
Yeah.
like I would have loved to hear like the P verses didn't feel out of place because clearly like they worked it so that it felt like Havoc was rapping around him and the beats were around him with Alchemist. But that's the one thing that I feel like separates it from being like an incredible
Prodigy would have some Trump bars.
yeah,
some
like there
COVID
would have been, yeah,
bars,
exactly.
all
Like
type
I
of
would have,
stuff.
I would have really loved to hear that. But it was obviously amazing to hear him rap it all. So yeah,
I fuck with it.
Yeah, and then Pour the Henny with Nas, that was like the one emotional song about
Yeah.
the loss of P and stuff like that. But again, I think I asked you guys earlier, like Alchemist, he did 4 tracks on there, but also, he executive produced it with Havoc. You didn't know he had a hand in the whole thing, even though he didn't produce every track. He's got that album now. He's got the Alfredo 2 with Freddie Gibbs. He's got the Larry June 2 Chainz album, which came out early this year.
great album.
Life is Everything. So does Alchemist have 3 albums that potentially are top 10 albums of hip hop 2025? I don't know if a producer's done that, like have different projects that have been that, in the conversation of like best albums of hip hop this
Hit
year.
Boy might have done it that one year.
Yeah,
when it was like because he had two with Nas the same year. He had like a Benny the Butcher project.
He got Nas a Grammy for
Yeah.
King's Disease 1, the first, or was it 2?
Yeah, the first one.
It was the first one, right? That was Nas' first Grammy, right?
Yes. One and only still.
2020.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
One and all.
so 2020, I'm pretty sure.
He had him and Freddie Gibbs. Oh no, him
Oh
and
no,
Benny.
Alchemist had Freddie Gibbs. He had Benny that year. But it's a
And then his Alchemist, another thing good is like because you also got to still give credit for what Pharrell did on the Clips album. Is Pharrell the hip hop producer of the year, or is Alchemist the hip hop producer of the year? That's a fun argument.
That's a tough one. I might honestly give it to Alchemist just for
The variety, right?
Yeah, variety and quantity. Without because it's not like he sacrificed quality. It's not like Alchemist projects weren't great. But that Pharrell
Pharrell challenged himself and made great production that doesn't sound like anything like classic Neptune's production.
Yeah.
Like he evolved his sound, which is crazy. But yeah, no, I just think it's dope that, here's my other big theory. So
what?
Speaking of Pharrell, I saw Quavo popping out talking about he made an album with Pharrell in Paris. I'm like, that's an original idea. Like, I'm really excited about your solo album. You did it with Pharrell in Paris. I've been critical of the Migos guys going solo, and I was reminded by this album being so good that I'm gonna go back to my theory that I want another Migos album because the great groups. There's been a precedent now. Gangstar did it. Premier did it with the groove vocals. Tribe did it with Fife. And now Mobb Deep of closure of a great group with a final body of work. To me, that's become the standard now in hip hop. And I want the Migos to do the same thing. I don't believe in the Migos solo careers until they do that. I saw Offset finally speak candidly about his separation somewhat with Offset's with Quavo, about Sweetie or whatever accusations. He said there's a bigger, deeper problem with us with that. Hope they can work it out because I'd rather that. I just feel like great groups deserve a level of closure and deserve that. And it's been a precedent now set, even with this Mobb Deep, that I want a final Migos album. Then maybe I can embrace your solo careers more, but I still selfishly want that. And I don't think it's wrong. I think there's a precedent now in hip hop that great groups have gone out and given closure to fans. If I was a Tribe fan, Outkast even, I probably feel like I would love one more Outkast album. Like I want more closure with these great groups. It's like the groups are like not the phenomenon now. It's all about single artists, but I respect great hip hop groups, and I just feel like there should be this final moment. Mobb Deep celebrates that. Gangstar did it. Tribe did it. I know it's a tough chance for that to happen with the Migos, but I still hold out hope.
Not happening.
Because deeper things. When he says it's deeper than that, that's what we're referring to, and I don't know what that is, I guess, right? So it's not about gossip shit. It's just about some other shit that's deeper.
There's layers to it.
Causes that wedge.
Yeah, I'm as optimistic as I am. I'm not hopeful that this is going to happen.
You got to talk to me off mic.
Yeah, we can.
What these niggas do to each other?
But but I would love. Yeah, I don't know, but I would love.
Fucking Offset.
I would love to see it.
You gonna two-step to the Quavo Pharrell album? You gonna two-step to it? You gonna be excited? You excited for it?
I haven't heard anything from Quavo in a long time that's gotten me excited musically. But I don't think he can't create great music.
He's done some dope collaborations. He's on the Metro Boomin album. He's got the song with Anicia.
I liked him on the Metro Boomin album.
Yeah.
Did you see?
Oh yeah.
Some great collabs.
Right, yeah.
Did you see Quavo? I think he was overseas and he was playing some music out of the car.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, hyping up to how he did this whole international. I mean, I don't know. To be fair, I don't know if he did the whole album with Pharrell in Paris, but he definitely did the same thing the Clips did of locking in with Pharrell at the Louis V store. And made some records. I don't know if the whole album is Pharrell, but
that's new though, or he did it when Pharrell?
No, the next album. His next album's gonna have a lot of Pharrell production.
But I'm saying, was that new locking in with Pharrell, or was when Pharrell was in Paris, like at the same time that the Clips?
No, Pharrell has operation in.
Oh, okay,
he does a lot of work in there and has a studio at the Louis V store. So,
I mean, I'm excited. I think if anyone can push Quavo outside of his creative boundaries, it would be Pharrell. Like in the same way that like I was disappointed by Thug's album because I feel like he didn't do much outside of the box creatively and artistically. I would hope that I think we've heard everything we can hear from Quavo in the same way that I feel that about Travis Scott in the bag that they've perfected. Quavo's melodic auto-tune bag, he's perfected. He did it on every hook for 5 years. He has smashes under that sound, but I would love to hear them do something different. Even, was it Pharrell that produced Stir Fry? Who produced Stir Fry?
I think he did. Yeah. Did he do Stir Fry? I think he did.
And that was the most different sounding Migos song that we got during that era. So I think if you're gonna be with Pharrell, he'll be able to push them and do something.
So I guess maybe I'll walk it back, Jeremy. You guess your point is I shouldn't get caught up in how it looks very like Biter-like because the Clips did that. It's not cool. At the end of the day, he's still getting Pharrell's utmost attention, and Pharrell being such a great producer, maybe he could challenge Quavo out of a certain comfort zone and get great art of it. That's fair.
Versus working with the same people.
Or him not being totally in control. That's the thing too. It's like, you know, Quavo doesn't have to listen to nobody. All those guys are Hall of Famers. They don't have to listen to anybody. You want that to be what it's going to be. Yeah, stir fry. Yeah, Pharrell Williams.
Yes.
Not even able to Neptune.
What about your new album, Quavo?
It's on the way. We dropping it.
Paris?
Me and Pharrell. Everything we did, everything we recorded the whole album in Paris. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We recorded the Louis V headquarters.
Can we listen to some music over us for the new?
I got you.
Thanks.
Okay. Slaps.
Okay, Quavo. Was this planned, or do you think this was just off the cuff?
It was off the cuff. You think Quavo called the paparazzi on himself?
No, I don't think he got the paparazzi on himself. I think they knew what was gonna happen though. He just went out, left a song on in the car. Quavo. Okay, Quavo.
Ready for Quavo.
But yeah, shout out to Quavo.
Okay, Bia,
yeah. What do you think?
That's a no for me, dog. I'm so disappointed.
You were disappointed. Did you go in with high expectations?
Well, are you dissing Bia? See how negative you are?
No, I'm just saying you were disappointed, so that means you were expecting a lot.
I think Bia is very talented. I just question everything she's doing right now. I don't agree with it.
What don't you agree with?
Where do I begin? If I'm Bia, I don't put an album out unless I already have a song that's like generating noise. My label president, Sylvia Rome, resigned. I'm in a battle with Cardi. I don't want to respond to Cardi. Then I'm going to go on a press run. Everybody's going to ask about Cardi, and I don't have a response. None of it adds up to me. It just doesn't. I think she's very talented. I think the album has some moments on it, but it's like the timing of it, it doesn't work. It's just like I think she has a skill set that makes her very unique in the marketplace, but I think her strategy here is not well thought out.
I wasn't a fan of the first half of the album. I think the album picks up around track 6, 7. That I also think that the label missed. Either Bia missed or the label missed.
Yeah.
The Hard Way song with Becky G, that's the single.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's the slap. I don't know what the fuck they was doing. Like if I'm A&R or I'm project managing Bia, we dropped The Hard Way as a single. We shoot a video, Becky G, and I have a hot take, but I'll get to that in a second.
They just gotta change that one lyric because I think she says like I'm like ice outside or something. There's I would make a single version for that.
Oh,
right now, right now, right now it's not. Yeah,
man, I don't listen.
I'm just saying.
From like track 7, there's only like 3 songs, two or three songs from 7 to 16. There's only like 2 or 3 that I didn't like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like,
but to your point, why don't we get The Hard Way as a single? Why do we have to do the album? Let The Hard Way come out, let it gain some momentum, and drop the record in the fourth quarter.
I think they tried to do Birthday Behavior. They tried to do the other Dade with Key Glock. I think what they're trying to
On the Go record.
I think they're trying to
was
do
it One Time or On Time?
We On Go.
We On Go.
I love that song. The Denzel song.
I think
that's a new version of it. Go ahead.
I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to make her urban. And I remember this happening with a couple of artists, and won't say names. And what they do is, and this is some more record label shit or record industry shit, should I say, when they go for a different format of record, right? I'll give you an example. When 2 Chainz came out and he dropped I'm Different. I'm Different was the biggest record like ever, right? For at that point. I'm Different was Mustard.
Bustin' on the beat.
One of 2 Chainz' biggest songs to date, right? They were like, this works for him here, but we need something to get him back rooted into his trap. So then that's when they started going heavy on the trap music as far as like from a 2 Chainz perspective, right? Don't want to like, not to get too far into his business, but that's what the consensus was from a Def Jam perspective, right? So whenever an artist becomes big over here, they try to counter that and because they want a good spread on the artist. I think that Bia has big records, but I think her records are bigger than her. Like you might hear Best on Earth with Russ and not know who that is. Like a lot, like mainstream, passive. I'm talking about just a regular listener, passive listener.
She hasn't built that brand recognition.
Correct. So there's a disconnect there. Same thing happened with with Coco with OT Genesis. The record was beyond him. I was somewhere and he was like, "Hey, I need your help." I'm like, "What you mean?" He said, "Bro, this Coco record, like, what should I do?" I'm like, "Nigga, it's top 20 in the country. What the fuck do you mean? What do you?" You know what I'm saying?
Ride the wave.
It's nothing you can do. It's over with, right? So anyway, long story short, I think when they dropped the Dade record with Key Glock, I think it's to balance out, like to get her more in the urban. We call it urban, but that means make sure the niggas fuck with it, right? I think they should go the opposite directions. Hot take for me is
make her a pop star.
100%. I think Bia should go full pop, and her international bag is top tier fire.
They teased that on the album though.
No, listen,
teased that
because I went back. I got in my Jeremy.
The second half of the album teases that she could go international.
No,
she can make
Elliott Wilson.
records. No,
I went back.
Okay.
To her previous album.
Okay, look at that. You got a deep dive into Bia catalog. Okay.
And her previous album is called Really Her. Go to this, Jeremy Hecht. Go back. Really Her. And then see what it says?
International Deluxe.
International Deluxe. So if you scroll down, the whole deluxe part of the album is all like international. Yeah. It's like she got some cumbia shit on there. Yeah. She got like, so the reason I went back because I'm like, yo, if I'm them, I make her an international pop star. I don't think that Bia cannot not rap. Like I think she can rap. But I'd be the rap star.
She should be battling Doja and fucking Lizzo and go for it.
I would pivot
pop rapper
sonically.
Going pop.
I would pivot sonically. To position her in that way and make her be the dope rapper in that world.
Doesn't Becky G with some of those other songs give you that feeling though?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. The whole back half of the album, with the exception of I think Birthday Behavior, go down. Birthday Behavior, and then like it's a couple of urban records in there, right? Mm-hmm. But if I'm them, I pivot and go full international.
You're saying that market her like that, like she has the ability to. She has some of the songs to even do that. Just
more of the Becky G record and the Birthday Behavior, more of that vibe.
I wouldn't do Birthday Behavior. I don't think Birthday Behavior is the right record.
Young Miko's, I don't love the song, but Young Miko's a dope international artist.
But I'm just saying, I don't think that song is the song. The Becky G record is the record. Then I go full Latin. She can rap over that shit, bro. Like, it reminded me, and I know it's not the right time to make the comparison, but when Cardi B did the song with Bad Bunny and
I like it like that.
Who's on that song? Bad Bunny and J Balvin.
Yeah.
When they get in that bag, like it's hard to fuck with Cardi because she can really rap. Mm-hmm. I think that Bia can occupy that same space. And I would lean all the way into it.
But is it too late? It just feels like you agree with me that things weren't aligned. Like, why put this out? Like, the affairs aren't aligned.
It's not too late.
There's not the record resonating already. Like, why do you drop this now in the midst of Taylor Swift Cardi mania? Like, you're not well equipped yet to have everything together to go to battle.
I think one has nothing to do with the other. I think she was dropping anyway.
Well, I think Cardi knew. I think Cardi's strategic too. I think she knew that she knew that she had an album coming, and she's like, all right, I'm dropping it around the same time, so you're gonna have to deal with me. Like you said, the press run, you have to deal with this every place you go, no matter what.
And my ideology is, I would take the way her album is set up. It's I'm a rapper, and then I could do this too. I would flip that. I could do this too, and
I agree.
And a little bit of rap.
But it seems like there's the old school world, there's still a lot of artist development or decisions that have to be made with my team about direction, what we're going for, how we're presenting ourselves. But she's presenting this album like she's ready to go with that aligned. And we're picking at it and saying that no, she's not. We'd rather she do this. She should play it to this hand. Yeah. So, if you was advising artists, you'd be like, let's not put this shit out yet. Let's get this together. Let's figure out the better plan. Especially with Cardi having such a presence now, and people expect you to engage with Cardi. If you choose not to, that is your right. But people are going to expect that of you because of what has been said previously. And it just seems like her affairs are not in the proper order of what direction we're really going for. To me, she's trying to hit everything on this thing where it's like there's some urban moments, there's that. But it's just like, to your point earlier, she hasn't built that clientele with a wider audience yet of who she is, of believing in her and believing her talent. So I just get frustrated by it. I just think it's disappointing that the talent's there, but so many other things have to come together, and I think she's not putting herself in the best position.
I think there's a little bit of an identity issue with her. I don't know much about her. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know she's from Maryland. right? But that's all.
Or Massachusetts.
I mean, Massachusetts, Boston, or whatever, right? That's all I know, though. I have no idea anything else. I don't know.
Signed to Pharrell when she was very young. I think that was her first taste of the business.
I'm just saying. I also haven't deep dove, but I don't get that sense from her music, and I don't like. There's no sense of stake in the game from her perspective. So I'm probably gonna end up having a conversation anyway with someone that I know, but that's what I would do if I was running this campaign.
Are you gonna put some power calls in?
I'm gonna inquire to see what
their plan is, because she does have like. Musically, I didn't love the album, but there were a lot of songs that I did really like. Like, I did love that Denzel Curry song. I like the Key Glock song. I like the Becky G song. There was like 3 or 4 other songs that I was like, oh, these are also the One Thing song. I thought was a cool like R&B flip. Like, I think she has a lot of talent, but I think she has a lot of work to do building herself up and her brand and her connection to an audience before we can go down like I'm a star route.
Yeah, because then also, she's probably not going to have the biggest first week or whatever that means nowadays. So then you feel the Barty stance to pick at her, and it's just like, you can disengage in some sense, but the reality is the reality.
Yeah.
Cardi came back after 7 years, has an album that's really making an impact in our space. And if you choose to engage, even putting a record out as engaging in some sense, you have to deal with everything that comes with that.
But also, to your point though, Elliott, have you ever tried to advise an artist?
Oh, it's the most difficult thing on the planet.
All right, all right then.
They don't listen.
Exactly. Let's go.
That is true.
We know it all. They know everything,
Well, Pooh Shiesty has
He's
been
home.
released from prison.
I didn't know he was in prison.
Yeah, it's
You
been
didn't know
some
that? You missed it?
years.
They backed him up when he was actually hitting his height of like his thing, right? He had the record with Dirk.
Back in Blood was popping like at that time.
I played Back in Blood.
That was a huge record,
Yeah.
and his records were taken off too. So he kind of got clipped at the height of his like ascension. More so to me.
Yeah, and
that's
never
the only
really.
thing I remember from it. Like I feel like he was really starting to like carve his lane.
It's one of those too where it's like it felt if you believed him, you know what I mean? Like it felt a little too real, yeah. But it's interesting to like because we've seen different people handle coming home musically differently. Like for example, Boosie became more of like a talking head when he came home. Like we didn't really hear him impact musically on a huge scale, but the love behind him coming home was big, and people started to fall in love even more with him as a person and his personality.
More than his music.
So there's that. I just don't see Pooh Shiesty as much of a speaker. So I think he is going to have to do it musically, but I'm interested to know how he does that. If his whole brand was kind of based on this street rap and, a lot of intense things lyrically, are you going back to that? Do you, or is it a reflection thing? Like, I'm curious to see how he
We've got no
that.
music yet, right? Nothing yet?
Not that I know of, yeah.
He's just been hollering at Cardi B online. I've seen that. He's
he's
lusting after Cardi B. That's all he's done so far. It's society. No disrespect.
Okay. He saw her success. That was attractive. The ambition was attractive.
No, I think there's a track record. He's been crushing on her pre-incarceration, supposedly.
Oh,
according to the Barty gang, mafia. But no.
Well,
but
that was
it's not easy. We used to glorify like come home from jail, get right back to it, champ, and drop them slaps. It's not easy out here. It's not easy to do a bit and come back and make impactful music. So it's gonna be interesting. And so far, we haven't heard any music yet. Does he still have the flow? Is he still got it?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see who he collabs with too. I know he was with Gucci, I believe, beforehand.
Yeah.
I don't know what his label situation is.
He went off on his own, but Gucci gave him a start or something for his big cosign.
Yeah, so
Pooh Shiesty.
Shout out to Pooh Shiesty. Glad you're home and looking forward to music. Also, Metro Boomin was found not guilty in his sexual assault case. I always find that people don't really report when things are proven not to be true. I don't think we talked about it. No, did we?
Yeah, I think we did.
Okay, well,
he's free.
Yeah, Metro Boomin beat his case, so and
he's around.
And he's around.
Metro Boomin on production. Wow.
Yeah, why are you skipping that Cash Money in the Limit battle? You don't care about the culture? You don't care about the history?
I was just
two of the
transitioning
biggest
from
Southern
those
rap
two.
labels of all time.
We do have, Cash
Is it too
Money.
old school for you, Jeremy? Is it too old school
No,
for you?
I was just simply going from legal drama, and then I was going to go into that in a more in-depth version.
I've seen a very strong mixed reaction to this announcement.
Yeah, what'd you guys think?
No Limit Cash Money, the return of VERZUS. Shout out to Swiss and Timbaland. Seems like it's going down. The comment's gone. DJ, what is that face, man? Cash Money, we don't know. All we saw is the two logos. We don't actually know who's showing up, what we're really going to see yet. We don't have the details, but we just see the two iconic label symbols and brands, Cash Money, No Limit, the battle. We're not excited, guys?
I'm excited.
I am.
I saw Hed though on Effective Immediately.
You guys are bad liars.
You said it wasn't. You didn't think it was going to be particularly close.
No.
Well, that's the other element that Cash Money's going to dominate this, right?
Yes.
If they can,
what if Lil Wayne doesn't show up?
Still.
They're still going to dominate.
Yes.
Well, you know, the implications, there's no Young Money. So no Nicki, no Drake, none of those records.
That makes it closer.
So yeah, Wayne doesn't show up. You just have Birdman running around, Manny Fresh, BG, Juvie.
You got Juvenile and Big Timers. I'm still
BG and Juvie. They can get it done.
Yes.
No Wayne.
No.
I think it's close if Wayne doesn't come.
Okay, these are the 25 greatest songs from
said
No
this?
Limit.
Complex?
This is Complex. I don't know what year this was done. Okay, True, featuring Master P, Swamp.
Swamp N-word.
Yep. Choppa Style. Gangstified. The Ghetto's Trying to Kill Me.
These aren't really great
records. Okay, I'm gonna go top 10. Let's
down for my end. Got to be down
Let's
there.
go
Make
10.
them say,
Okay. From what I was
Slim
told,
with the top 10. Okay.
No Limit Soldiers.
We No Limit Soldiers.
The Man Right Here.
Yeah. Can you play Mystical? He's canceled.
Yes, but you
He's
don't get to play.
ostracized.
You don't get to play.
You gotta put an
the
asterisk.
Pharrell shit.
Which one?
You don't get to play the slaps.
No, but Mystical has his own case in own situations that make him.
He's got a weird case.
He's got a lot of cases that he's currently incarcerated for.
I would skip out on him.
Right?
But I mean, he might get some reaction, but maybe you don't have to.
Snoop Dogg has Lay Low. And also Bitch Please is a No Limit record technically.
Ooh, Lay
with
Low's
Exhibit.
good.
I miss
Will
my
we see Exhibit
homies.
touch that stage?
Down for my
Down for my
ends.
words. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. About it. And to make them say, yeah. Their top five is pretty strong.
But they can use, Juvenile solo, right?
We got Romeo on that list. Romeo, you know what I'm saying? Romeo had
I told Gina that they could play
One Chance record.
Romeo,
Yeah.
give
That's
me
good. That's a point.
a great song.
Tell me what you got.
That's my time.
I think if Wayne shows up, which again, it's weird because clearly he has an on and get off again thing going on with Birdman, right? That sometimes it's love, sometimes it's not. I know he has a great relationship with Swizz Beats. I'm sure they think they're gonna produce Lil Wayne, but Lil Wayne has never been on any type of verses, so I think it's still a game time decision. Do you get Lil Wayne to show up?
Bro.
And I think if Lil Wayne doesn't show up, I think the battle is close. I think Cash Money still wins, but I think
they
it's close.
got Rack City.
No, we can't. We're not counting those.
See, they do Young Money then. Because they can do anything. They'll do Young Money.
If they can do Young Money, it's not even close.
He's still signed
No,
to Cash.
technically they can. I just think the implication feels like they're not going to do that. That they're going to rely on their classic early catalog to go against No Limits kind of early classic catalog.
Bro, you got
because
the
then it's
Father,
not fair.
Like
Cash Money has more longevity than anybody. That's not fair. If Drake comes out or something, that's not.
Can you use
not
Wayne's
fair.
solo career?
I think
That even
you're
feels a
counting
little
everything
unfair.
before counting everything before the Carter to me. The
Yeah,
first Carter.
yeah, okay.
Or Carter
That
2.
feels more fair. That
Yeah,
might be
because you're
more
doing
fun.
Hot Boys, you're doing Juvie, you're doing the first golden era of them.
Bro,
Which is what they've been touring on.
Just Big Timers, BG,
You saying that gets
and
it done.
Juvenile.
That gets it done. Hot Boys, yeah.
Come on, bro. Hot Girl?
I need a hot girl. Project B Word. It's incredible.
Come
Project
on, bro.
bitch.
Like, let's not act like. Don't get me wrong. I fuck with P.
What's Manny Fresh's legacy? You can't be.
It's Manny Fresh.
You can't be Manny Fresh. No
Bro.
Limit can't be Manny Fresh.
No.
Manny Fresh on production can't be defeated by
Bro,
No Limit
bro.
Soldiers.
You can't.
That's how you really call it.
I fuck with P,
That
bro.
implies the Manny era. The
Yeah,
Manny
yeah,
era
that's what
of
it
Cash
feels
Money.
like.
And I know it's unpopular. I fuck with Silk the Shocker. I fuck with P and I fuck with them niggas. But it's Manny Fresh, dog. Like, be for real.
But we've seen the underdogs win in the verses. The locks for the underdogs.
That's because, and I told Gina this, niggas be picking their own records. Manny Fresh is a DJ. He's not gonna lose.
But what if Birdman takes charge and he doesn't make choices?
Not
That
finna
would
take.
be good.
He's gonna trust Manny Fresh as the musical director.
Yes, he better.
Birdman.
Yeah.
The fuck you mean?
I would not.
That's when you see. That's when you see DJ Head fly in on a helicopter. Hey.
Shot it down.
Hey.
Stunner.
Hey,
I'm gonna let you
Stunner,
finish.
you gonna just sit this shit out, champ. Fresh. It's our turn, baby.
It's for the DJs.
Gator boots.
What they gonna play against Still Fly?
I love It's Still Fly, man. Incredible.
Bro, it's 4 records just on the Big Timers album. Just on Big Timers album. You could do 4, you could do 5 just Big Timer records. Just 5.
Your wife is my
baby
mama.
You could do 5. You could do 5 Juvenile records and 5 Big Time records. That's 10 records already. 2 acts. That's not even counting the solo records.
Sometimes when you have so many records, you play the wrong records, or you play the wrong records at the wrong time.
You let Fresh do what Fresh do, bro.
They have more plays. Like they have more plays than
Fresh got it, bro.
Like you know what you're gonna get. Make them say, and down from my edge. Like there's 5 you're gonna get No Limit regardless.
Manny Fresh.
Cash Money could leave stuff on the table that.
Manny Fresh is in my top 3, bro.
Clearly. Who's your other 2? Dre?
It's JD. JD, Dre, Manny.
Well, speaking of Jermaine Dupri, he said something that sounds like something you would say also, so I see why you have such a strong connection to him. Artists will never learn. Once the people like you, all they want you to do is keep giving them what they like, not go and experiment with some new shit.
I've been vindicated like 3-4 times in this goddamn show in the last month. You know what I'm saying? I keep telling y'all.
That's the purpose of the show, to vindicate you.
That's it. The whole reason you started this show
was just to vindicate
DJ.
He called up Elliott. He's like, yo, people have been playing with me too much. I have this one opinion I need vindicated over the next 2 years, and maybe we'll use other corporations to boost it up.
Don't play with my man like that.
Bro.
Effective immediately, baby. Don't play with my man like that.
Give us the slaps.
I disagree with this statement.
I know you
Read
would.
it again, Jeremy. Read it again.
You want artists to be.
Is this the artist dilemma, Jeremy? Because as an artist, you want to grow,
Jeremy
experiment,
Hecht,
do different things.
Hey, Patrick, or what's the name?
Chris Patrick.
Chris Patrick.
Jeremy Hecht wants you to be
Top
broke.
priority, Def Jam Records.
I do not want Chris Patrick to be broke.
Jeremy Hecht wants you to be great and broke.
I want him to be great and mainstream and worldwide, well known. But here's the thing.
Props don't pay them bills, baby. Props don't pay them bills.
All of the best artists that we know and some of the most revered artists of all time, including Mr. Kendrick Lamar, have changed up artistically at points in their career where people would tell them to do the same thing. To Pimp a Butterfly was the riskiest sophomore album that we had seen in a long time, especially coming off the success of Good Kid, Mad City, where it was the slaps, it was the hits. Sonically, it was pleasing. It was conceptual for hip hop, but there were songs on there that you could play on the radio, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, Backseat Freestyle, stuff like that. To Pimp a Butterfly was risky, but had he not done that risk and gone out of his comfort zone and dealt with people hating on that album, there was a lot of people that were
his least favorite Kendrick album.
I know that, but you need
Untitled is my least favorite.
Fair, but you need
That's the same album. It's Outtakes some
yeah. Extended.
That's the shit that didn't make the album.
The less finished version. But you need to make To Pimp a Butterfly in order to make a damn or in order to get to a GNX.
Like, should have been got to that GNX shit. It was right there for you.
He wanted the GNX's second album. So I think sometimes
like big called mustard.
Look at what happened.
What happened?
What the fuck you mean? What happened, Jeremy Hecht? Do you see what's going on?
Yes, he went back to that, but he needed, in order to be revered as one of the greatest artists of all time, he needed to take the risk that he took.
Right.
Outkast needed to also. Bet. Kanye needed to also.
So what are you saying about GNX?
I'm saying
it's
GNX
third favorite.
Is a sonically pleasing album that's easy to listen to and could have been just as good if he released it earlier, but I don't think him as an artist would be looked at in the same light had that been his second album. Because he didn't get off the messages that he wanted to sonically and conceptually before that.
So you're saying it's either message or the slaps?
No, I think you can do both. It's a tough thing. Good Kid, Mad City was both. Damn was both, but it's tough to do. Most artists.
So he did it twice. You saying, like, what the fuck are you saying?
So the question is, how much needed is a To Pimp a Butterfly and Mr. Morale? If the trajectory was just Good Kid to Damn to GNX, that's a pretty nice career.
No, I think we need Mr. Morale for the battle. I always say we need Mr. Morale for the battle because he needed to get his flaws out there.
Get his flaws out there.
Yeah. And kind of become bulletproof.
See, that's another theory I don't think that DJ Head agrees with there. Yes, your theory, DJ Head.
What?
A theory that will one day be vindicated?
I think the internet has changed the landscape of music like 10-fold, 100-fold. But it's interesting. I'll divulge more later, but I think that, and I asked this question to another human being earlier, but like
he talks to humans.
I want
such a weird way to say that.
What?
You don't holler at
why you say I was talking to somebody?
Right there.
Well, it was a human.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Was it ChatGPT?
I just don't think the niggas go outside.
You need people to touch grass more.
I need niggas to go outside. I know it's a crazy concept.
It's a crazy world, too.
Because you can have groceries brought to your home. You can have a masseuse brought to your home. You can have
masseuse.
You can have a driverless car pull up to your house. You can have a driverless car pull up to your house and go somewhere and not ever interact with humans.
Yeah,
Waymo.
You know what I'm saying? I think this is changing how people consume and listen to what the fuck is going on outside. Niggas need to go outside and be amongst people. And
also, you can go outside and still be on the internet. You have a phone.
Gather in environments with music that's played amplified.
You get house calls? Do you get house calls from masseuse?
No, you can. No, so you got the Soothe
I know you
app.
can, but you. Oh, it's what?
The Soothe app. It's not an ad, but it could be. Shout out to Gina Bill. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you like.
I some home delivery massages. That's what you be getting done with.
I have a masseuse. Thank you very much. I have a physical therapist.
What kind of ending are these?
Come to your crib?
Huh? Hell yeah.
House calls?
Yeah, Virginia. She's fire.
What's your issue? Lower back?
Shoulder? Neck and upper back.
Too much tension?
Yeah, I carry all my stress right here. My chakra is out of alignment. Because I be sitting next to Jeremy Hecht saying wild shit like, you don't need to go outside.
It's my fault that your chakras are not aligned.
Just be creative.
Don't blame me for your chakras.
You gotta
being
be
out of line.
creative. You be creative.
One more time. What did
do a meditation.
And that's the way you do it.
One more time. What did Jermaine Dupri say, Jeremy, and why are you so vehemently disagreeing with the genius that is known as Jermaine Dupri?
Artists will never learn. Once the people like you, all they want you to do is keep giving them what they like, not go and experiment with some new shit. Now, actually, I agree with his statement that people only want you to give them what you like. But what I'm telling artists to do, which DJ Hed would disagree with, is at your earliest convenience, go against the grain so that people do not box you in, so that you can still go back to do what people want you to do, but they also can expect that you're giving them other things. Like, for example,
the advisement that Jay-Z gave to Kendrick Lamar when he asked about To Pimp a Butterfly.
Really?
Yeah. We'll find it somewhere. I didn't.
Do you? Never mind. Fuck you.
Like if you're gonna do that, you do it early in your career so people know.
Yeah. Okay.
This is finna go somewhere else.
I love it. It's the bigger picture. I think Harvey Levin was gonna call this shit. I like when shit goes on. Go. That wasn't the pregame. I'm gonna call the white man Harvey, the TMZ man. Mr. Lawyer.
I needed a lawyer. What you want me to do?
He technically called the black man.
You flexed on us, and I like that way.
Oh my God, bro. I needed a lawyer. I'm texting Charles like, hey, are y'all available? I'm texting Charles while y'all talking like, are y'all available?
Is Charles a lawyer too?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's why I told him. I was like, are you in like, he was like, yeah, we live right now. All right, well, fuck it. Let's do it live.
Yeah. I'll find it one day, Jeremy. I'll be back next time.
Jeremy,
I didn't make it up,
yes,
I promise. Yeah, why is it one more time, Jeremy, as an artist? Why do you
want niggas broke?
I don't want people broke. I don't want any people broke.
Maybe to be it's to be an artist to evolve. You can't just put yourself in a box. That stifles your creativity.
I know hella broke dope niggas.
Okay,
your artistry.
Who out of your
growth?
favorite artists of all time just gave people exactly what they expect from them over the course of time? Out of the greatest artists ever.
They tore Nas up when Nas did different things. I've seen the artists get torn.
You can fail. You can fail.
Yeah, you do fail often. You know?
But then there's people like, for example, Kanye. A lot of times it doesn't happen until later. Like 808s and Heartbreak was pretty polarizing at the time. Some people hated that album.
They hated it. Yeah.
Even Graduation was very sonically different than Late Registration and
he went pop.
College.
He went commercial.
Dropout. Outkast did it.
He didn't
too.
want to be broke, right, DJ Hecht? Graduation.
Now, at first, give people
Wait
what they
till
want.
I get my money right.
You got to earn that. You got to earn it.
Then you can't tell me nothing, right? That's why he did it. DJ Hecht, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree with you, Jeremy Hecht. However, I think you're doing what Russ does, is you're providing sentiment without context. Both things can be true, but the mistake that artists make is they replace one with the other.
True.
You need to do and. It's not never or. It's and.
I believe in that.
I do hip-hop content. You are a hip-hop journalist. That doesn't mean that's all you do.
Yes, but you still need to give the core what they want.
In Big Boy's neighborhood, when I worked on the morning show for 3 years answering Big's phones, we call it super serving. You super serve LA. That's what he does. You give everybody else a great quality show, but you super serve your people, right? So if Tyler makes Chromacopia, he super serves his base with the aesthetic, the production, everything like that. He gave me Sticky.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yes, very much pause. Extra pause. Extra pause. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He gave me that.
Yeah.
Thank you, my nigga. Appreciate
Thanks
you.
for the sticky.
Thank you for the sticky. But he super served his people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't tap that glass wasn't received well because he did or.
Yeah.
Right.
No, you're a very, very good point.
Okay.
Did you see the Tyler paparazzi incident?
Yes.
I said to you?
So my point
I want to
being,
talk about that when you get a moment.
So my point being is it's not or, it's always and. If you're going to give people the art, you need to give me what the fuck I came here for.
Feed your core.
If I go to this restaurant and I want the chicken tortilla soup, you give me the fucking chicken tortilla soup, and you be like, hey, try this, split pea soup as well.
Yes. Okay. All right. I take that point. I will amend my point. If you are an artist or a creative, do the thing you do very well continuously and continue to serve the base that loves that from you. I do the same. There's other things I'm interested in. There's other things I like talking about. But at the end of the day, I know what people follow me for. And so I give them content that's based on that. Then once you've established yourself as successful in your lane enough, this isn't just a random independent artist. This is somebody who has a successful first album, a successful second album, multiple successful singles. Then you've earned the right to experiment and still go back to what your core was.
It goes back to the Nas thing too, where Nas Illmatic was viewed as this perfect, pure East Coast hip hop. Source anointed the 5 mics out the gate. It set the bar. And then when he did It Was Written, in real time, people were hating, like Lauryn Hill single, Sweet Dreams, Eurythmics. Like, what the fuck is this nigga doing? He's going commercial. But that album still had Premier on there. It had Havoc on there. Like, he did that. And then in retrospect, now we look at it like that was a great album too. It just wasn't. Yeah. And some people think it's better than Illmatic. So I guess you can grow and evolve, because that's what artists do, because artists don't listen, to go back to earlier. So they want to evolve. They don't want to feel stuck in the box. But I think there's a way to still do that. But remember to feed your core, right? Yeah. Not lose that side of who you are. I agree with Hed. I'm always an in addition person, not an either or person. Like, and add that shit to me. Add that shit to the plate. I still do this well, but I could also do this. But don't stop doing that though, because that's your foundation.
Yeah. No, I agree.
That's your hard ticket. That's your connection with your audience. You know?
This is the Tyler video. So he was basically walking around.
What happens when an LA nigga is in them New York City streets, DJ Hed, and they try to act funny on the boy, trying to blow up his spot, trying to chill, have a good time?
Don't touch me. I'm walking.
Security says he's not feeling him. Go away, fam.
Then go away. Niggas ain't gonna jump on him. Relax. It's just a video, damn.
It's a video, man.
Touch me, I want some shoot. It's just a video. I'm from LA, homie. I'm from New York. Yeah, right? Yeah, you good? You got that? Wait, don't do that. You got that?
Tyler ain't no punk though. Watch this, kid.
It's not that serious. It's just Tyler, nigga. That nigga ain't worth nothing.
Nah, man. Play yourself.
Oh, suck my dick, boy.
Boy.
Don't touch me.
Fall back. Here come T.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me, boy. None of that, bro. Bro, either fucking. What you gonna do?
Pay for your lawsuits, bro. I'm loaded, bro. I'm with all that. And put
All
it
right.
on the internet too. I appreciate you, bro. Calm that down. Be respectful.
What you gonna do, Joe? I ain't gonna jump on you. I ain't jumping on you. Relax, nigga ain't jumping on you.
Because if I say go, he will go.
If I say go, people go.
You a goofy ass nigga.
Calm that down. Calm that down. I'm with all that.
It was a battle.
I paid a lawsuit.
A battle of culture. We had Suck My Dick versus You a Goofy.
What are you talking about?
Those are both fighting words.
What the fuck are you talking about? Who said that?
You basically what you said in LA, if you call somebody weird and you're talking in that tone, and then in New York, suck my dick is like a fighting word. So there was a battle of coasts.
Yeah, why the LA brothers not being respected in these New York City streets, man?
Because people just do stupid shit. People run up on you and expect you not to be a human being. So, yeah.
And leave people alone. Like, let them have their piece. The other thing that's annoying about this is the guy posted the video clearly thinking he got one off on Tyler. Like, he thought he looked
Tyler
good.
checked him.
Yeah.
Tyler said, calm that down.
Yeah, exactly. Tyler,
calm that down. And
Tyler's,
if I tell homeboy go,
he's not to play with.
If I give him the green light go,
they go.
They go. And I'll pay them. I got the money. I got the lawsuit. Tyler didn't go broke. Tyler got rich. They put that in your face, but kept the core of his situation.
Yeah.
So people aren't offended by when he does his big money talk. They're not offended like, oh, Tyler's sold out. Tyler's not the Tyler I grew up when he was eating the roach and all that shit. But he got rich. So maybe that's a lesson there somewhere. But
yeah.
And he'll pay for that lawsuit. Leave Tyler
He will
alone
definitely
in
pay
these
for
streets.
it. All right, we also got to close out on D'Angelo.
Yes.
Which we just found out this morning when we were on the way to work.
Rest in peace, D'Angelo. Too young, like what, in his early
51.
50s? 51.
Yeah.
Cancer, cancer.
Pancreatic cancer.
Yeah, I mean, the hype is real, man. He only gave us 3 albums, but incredibly impactful music career. I was outside, Brown Sugar era. A lot of to do with my growth of as a man. New York City was on fire. Just the cultural impact of what he was building. Artists like Erykah Badu, like that whole movement was just exciting in the 90s. And, you know, obviously connection to hip hop with Questlove and them, so Aquarians. But just great music, man. I'm more of a Brown Sugar. Like that's like their first run, above the Voodoo and above the last album he did. But yeah, the hype is real, man. Hall of Fame career, truly impactful in R&B, soul, and in hip hop. Great collaborations also he has with Lauryn Hill, Raphael Sadiq,
Nothing Matters is
Method Man album. Yeah, so delve deep in. That's what I'm gonna do this weekend. That's my sleeper pick. I'm gonna delve deep in the catalog and go back to songs I even forgot about. But yeah, just sad, just so young, too young to go.
Yeah, I didn't obviously get to grow up listening to D'Angelo, but when I first heard him, I was like, there's just something that felt so, like it pierces your soul. Like there's only a few artists that I would put on that pedestal at all. Like I'd put Lauryn Hill up there, you know, maybe Erykah Badu. Like for me, it was, you know, a Frank Ocean, but people who are so proficient and so tapped in spiritually to the source that the music they put out is so timeless that like you could play it right now, you could sample it in a song and it still feels like it just dropped yesterday. When I first listened to Voodoo was like my introduction when I went back and I was just like, oh, this just sounds just as good, I'm sure, as I'm listening to it as it did when it first came out.
Yeah, that was 2000, right?
And that was 2000,
came out. Yeah. So 95 was Brown Sugar, 2000 was Voodoo, and then that last album he did was how many years ago?
2014.
2014, yeah.
I think it also shows like how a lot of people are suffering in silence too. Like
it was a silent battle
and like to keep it to themselves.
Cancer, I believe, right?
Yeah. Same with, you know, I feel like we've seen this 3 or 4 times recently with big celebrities, but you know, you never know what people are going through. You never know what their families are going through.
And I didn't realize his partner, the child's mother, Angie Stone, she passed away earlier this year also.
Yep.
So rest in peace to her also.
Yeah. Yeah, rest in peace to D'Angelo.
I think what's interesting about this is like people be like, oh, like I wish I would like. I don't know. It's interesting. Like whenever death happens in music, people treated like the people like they're just like not human, like they don't have families and shit like that. Like, damn, I never got to go see the concert. It's like, I mean, yeah, that's true, but you know what I'm saying? But there's other shit going on. But yeah, that's crazy.
Well, that's why I draw to that though. I'm blessed that I think I experienced D'Angelo's rise on a cultural level and was impacted being blessed to live in New York and feeling like that was such a byproduct of what was going on in that scene. So yeah, people want that. People want to feel connected. So I was blessed to feel connected to that first wave of D'Angelo entering the business and kind of had this mystique around him.
Yeah. And
the live show events that he would do and the great music out the gate. You know, Brown Sugar was treated like an instant classic. And just that cultural moment was just, you know, we've had it here with hip hop where you have that like instant thing where this thing comes out and it feels so important, you know, and you feel it right away. Like when you hear in the club the first time or when we heard Not Like Us the first time, like, you know, when something carries that weight. So I understand people trying to chase that. But yeah, in the bigger picture, obviously, again, very young man, you know, you got to take care of your health the best you can and, you know, and have sympathy for people fighting these silent battles, you know.
Yeah.
Was Brown Sugar, hold on, let me see.
95. That was the first single, I believe. Yeah, 95.
Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah.
I was 24, kid. I was outside, kid. You know what I mean?
Oh, you was outside?
I was becoming a young man, you know? Yeah.
Oh, this is mid-tempo.
Mid-tempo. What's that BPM?
BPM?
At least no, Bob. At least gonna be two-stepping all weekend. D'Angelo.
82?
Timeless.
It's like boot up, LMA. See what it is, Jeremy. It's like 82, 80. I want some young Brown Sugar. About 82 BPM.
And the ladies, man, the ladies, you know, the ladies had a culture moment with that Untitled video. Y'all went crazy on that. Ask your auntie about that. Your auntie went crazy. Your auntie was wilding out when that video came out. The Untitled. How does it feel? Auntie was going crazy.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
You gonna get that BPM right?
Nah, this ain't.
This could be wrong. This is.
Nah, it is.
No, but on here it says 83. What did you say initially?
I said 82.
Yeah, okay. Here it says 83.
Okay, bet.
Okay,
I'm like
yeah,
98
yeah.
is
No,
crazy.
yeah.
That's not 98.
No, we're going, yeah.
Hey, you didn't have any aunties impacted by the How Does It Feel video? Homeboy was
Bro, not aunties. I was impacted by that video.
You went to the gym?
Bro.
He's trying to get right?
No, I ain't gonna lie to you.
How old were you when that came out?
I have no idea. I was young.
2000.
I was like, shit. I don't know.
See, that was a cultural moment. Everybody knows that video.
Probably
you know
like
about
16.
Yeah.
I think I was like 16. Bro, I looked at that. When I saw that video, bro, I was like, there's no way this is. And I didn't know what AI was.
There was no AI yet.
I was like, there's no way this shit real, fool.
Look at this. Look how secure we are. You know what I mean? Showing brother, you out here doing this
Bro,
thing.
there's no way this shit real. I'm like, I ain't never seen no man look like that.
This made everybody go to the gym.
You know, because they were saying he got chubby. They were attacking.
Fast forward, Jeremy.
They were being
God
critical
damn.
of him at the time. Like he got chubby and stuff like that. So he got his body together in those 5 years and was ready to show the ladies what it was all about.
Yeah, bro. I was like, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know what AI was, but I knew this was AI. It's like, this shit was AI, fool. There's no way.
Jeremy covering them up with the lyrics. Look at Jeremy doing it for the culture.
Yeah.
All right, you good. You good. You know what I'm saying?
But nah, the ladies, at least tell them the ladies, y'all was going crazy out here when that came out.
That's an ultimate mood setter song.
Oh, for real?
You
been
play
getting
that
that
for
off,
the lady?
Jeremy? You been getting that off?
You be playing
Yeah.
that for the lady?
Look at put them on some playlists, you know what I'm saying? Here and there.
That's
Jeremy
crazy.
shared the secrets.
Hey, you know what? I got a question. This is completely off topic.
Okay, all right.
Let me adjust my
You're
seat.
adjusting your seat for the question?
So, is it true that like white people don't have rhythm?
They say that the majority of white people don't have rhythm. I'd like to think I have some rhythm.
Because you put that on, and so that's a rhythm thing.
I'd like to think I have rhythm.
They move on the 2.
I'd like to think. Yeah, no, I get it.
Okay, so
I'd like to think.
my question. Okay,
Oh,
so
maybe the 3.
you know what glasses Malone told me?
What?
I don't know if I should say.
Oh, we got to talk about glasses too. Let's not forget.
He told me.
What?
We was at a concert one time, and Glasses Malone told me, he said, you know, white people dance like that. I said, why? He said, because they dancing to the lyrics.
We didn't start the fire.
I was like, and then when you watch them, it's like, that makes sense. You
That
know?
actually adds up. That actually
Hey,
adds up.
I just think it.
And this is crazy.
But here's my number. You know what I'm saying?
It's a great song. Yeah, you're right. We are hitting the
lyrics. And I'm like, nigga, that's not how dance works.
Wow, do white people dance to
I
lyrics?
think we just solved race relations right here. The bigger picture.
And then
The
if you
bigger
put
picture,
the
yeah.
lyrics and the music together, it's better. So
It's
that's why.
confusing as fuck to white people. It'd be
Wow.
like, do I follow the beat? Where do I go? It's
Yo,
like,
you need to drop an acapella DJ set for the whites. That would go stupid.
So you guys don't even
Acapella
need, you
DJ
guys don't
set
even
for the
need the
white
music
people?
though. You know, we had that record, that Shy If I Ever Fall in Love. Y'all need like the white acapella because y'all don't even need the beat. Y'all need this.
There's a place called, look this shit up. There's a place called East Saint. Have you ever heard of this place?
East Saint?
Yes,
Like-
it's in Illinois. It's actually not even in St. Louis, Missouri.
East St. Louis, Illinois, but it's called East St. Louis.
There's a place called East St. Louis, and it is in Illinois. It's across this
Did
bridge.
you know this place?
And
Okay.
they have a place over here. I've been to this place. And there's no, I won't say no, but there's very minimal public services in this place. There's very impoverished environment.
Okay.
They don't have like regular stuff, like municipal things that you would expect in a city, right?
Yeah, they're not invested into the community very much.
Right. There was a strip club I went to in East Saint, and there were white women in there dancing to Eminem Lose Yourself. And I'm not making this up.
At a strip club?
It was and they were in there dancing, and she was like, if you had one shot
They were dancing to the
and
intro?
one opportunity, and it was like, Yo.
Just seize everything you ever wanted, and they were just
like,
grabbing the money?
Bro, it was
lose yourself.
It was wild, fool. Like, and that's when I had a revelation, like, oh, this is not for me. You know what I'm saying? And then fast forward.
Were they battling each other? Was there two strippers walking up to each other and looking at each other?
And it was a large
doing
strip
dance?
club. I had a hot dog.
Palms are sweaty at the strip club.
At the strip club, fool. Then they went in straight. No, that ain't the crazy part. I'm just telling you the hip hop. Nigga, I saw the white ladies dancing to Aerosmith. Don't want to miss a thing.
No.
Don't want to close my eyes. It was wild, fool.
So they're getting emotional?
Was there cold beer around?
All I saw was
pictures.
Bro, they were dancing to the Aerosmith song, and all I could think about was Bruce Willis, Harry Stamper drilling into an asteroid. That was a theme song from Armageddon, but it was just like, bro.
Which one of these strip clubs was it? I need to
remember
know. Was it Scarlet's Cabaret?
It was neon lights outside.
Diamond Cabaret. There's a lot of cabaret.
I feel like the same
this is
thing's
it.
going-
Country Rock Cabaret was for sure that.
Nah, Bottoms Up. It was Bottoms
Up.
Let me see.
Can we call them?
Let me see. Click a picture. Click the picture.
That's it?
Go to keep going. Nah, that wasn't it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Nah, that
Because
wasn't
he
it.
had those in drinks. I would remember.
Yeah.
But anyway, shout out to East St. Louis, Illinois, because that makes sense.
Yeah. Wow.
You mentioned Glasses Malone. What the hell's going on with Glasses Malone and Vlad? I'm
yeah, play the
confused.
video,
I'm
Jeremy.
confused.
I sent it to you.
And is this the thing where you say Glasses has an innovative way to destroy reevaluate streaming and how we consume music and all that?
No.
This is different than that. Okay.
This is different than that. Yeah. This is a piece, and I'll provide a little context for you. It's right there.
Before he plays it? Before he plays it? You're going to give context before he plays it?
Play this, and then I will give you a little context.
Hey, yo! Posted in the shed, feeling like a billion, never gross talking net. Ride that I pilot, worth the property decided. But Vlad called my phone, overly excited.
Glasses, where you at? You posted in the set. About to come through, I need a Glock or a
Vlad look alike? DJ Ed!
Was at the crib, banging on me, dog. I pay for where she lives. Ain't just finished fucking like it, just finished fucking. Cheating ass bitch, I'm a killer motherfuckers. All I need is a piece of you and be so great.
So there's another part to it that you'll eventually see, but yeah, the song is called "Banned from Vlad TV,"
okay,
by Glasses Malone. So there's it's a novel. Sorry,
it's a novel.
So
a novella.
What did
yeah,
Vlad say?
Vlad TV commented. LOL.
Well, I could provide some context as to what it's about, Vlad.
Please, on our platform.
So legend has it, allegedly, if you listen to the rap song, which is out now, available on all platforms, allegedly, back in our wonder years of running around the streets of Los Angeles, there was a guy named Vlad who probably allegedly had a woman that he had dealings with. And the woman, if you go back, Jeremy Hecht, go back right there. No, the picture right there. There you go. Yep, click the next one. Boom. So allegedly, Vlad had dealings with a female human, and this female human had besmirched Vlad by engaging with another male human. And allegedly, Vlad was upset by this and wanted and called, reached out to his friend, G Malone, who allegedly asked him for a device so that way he can go seek retribution, allegedly. And so Glasses allegedly declined to do this. And Glasses' temperament allegedly was I'd rather handle it for you than give you my device. So that's what this is a novel about. It could be fiction. Who knows?
What do you think the inspiration was to reveal this now in the year of 2025?
Now you gotta talk to G Malone.
Cat Williams.
Gotta talk to G Malone. I don't know.
I'm scared to click.
This scenario.
So it's a little messy, we could say.
No, I mean, I think
past mess.
I think it's just storytelling, and it may or may not be based on a true inspired story.
Has it been the amount of time that would usually surpass
Jeremy.
Oh, limitations.
limitations? Yes.
No idea. That's like I said.
Because it's a fictional story no matter what, so it doesn't matter. But
is it?
Allegedly.
Yeah,
allegedly.
Everything's
Yeah.
alleged.
It
I have
might,
no
yeah.
idea.
How do we think Vlad will receive this message?
I have no idea. This is one man's story, and it could be his truth. I was around at that time. Don't know. I don't recall any of this, but allegedly, if it took place, it took place.
What made you decide to be part of the visual?
It was to paint the picture of what was. We were at King Taco. That's a real LA staple.
Is that allegedly where that scene took place in real life? If it were to have happened?
Yo no sé. Me gusta tacos.
Tacos, they're good. Wow, I'm excited to take a look.
The West Coast mysterious brothers up
Te
there.
gusta tacos?
Sí.
Sí.
That's 30 days of
Is
Duolingo
Malone
for you.
actually banned from Vlad TV?
Yo no sé.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think we'll have him on now. Let's get
You
to the
think he's
vibe.
How you want to do the big interview?
All right, we're wrapping. Spotlight. My spotlight is the Cool Kids, actually.
Okay, take it old
Blog
school.
Era dropped a very dope project, High Top Fade, their reunion project. Sir Michael Rocks, Chuck English, the Cool Kids. It was dope. I think it just deserves more shine. Some very funny bars too. On the intro, they say put the cocoa melon on, that shuts the kids up or something like that. It was like a funny reference. There's a few bars in there that like made me laugh out loud, but flow was dope, beats were dope. So yeah, check that out if you're a fan of blog era hip hop.
I'm just gonna big up A Boogie with the hoodie. A Boogie's back. Part of me got a little Mariah Carey interpolation. A Boogie, man, the king of New York, man, back at it, man. Just to see him back in the mix.
Right?
Nah, the kids love A Boogie though. A Boogie's catalog you can't mess with. A Boogie put that work
He's
in.
like low key a legend to certain kids, certain artists too, because he kind of fathered a lot of the sound that became.
It's always subjective because again, I started doing my research with these guys. They come all in the streaming era, so the certifications are different. But he's got so many platinum gold. Like, whether you count it the same way of the old days when our records were sold directly, consumption. If you go to Wikipedia and look at A Boogie's catalog, he has so many certified singles. So, and I've seen that he's still to me a tremendous hard ticket act that could sell out a venue in New York, and kind of people haven't really replaced that. So, I mean, I'm joking saying he's king in New York, but I just think he's definitely the prince, or definitely has built sort of like a fab, like hold on the city. And, he hasn't put out a record. This thing is his first record he's put out since the whole new Elliott Grange regime. So, hey, Boogie's back, baby.
I'm going to stay in New York with it. Shout out to Dave East, Karma 4.
Okay, Count 4.
Yes.
Shout out our girl Elise on the rollout of that project.
Did a moderated talk with Dave East.
Go check out East Project. Shout out to the homie East. Ty Dolla $ign dropped another one off that Tycoon.
Karma 4 is out next week though, right?
It'll be out.
Oh, technically when this drops. Okay,
it's a midweek.
Yeah.
It's a midweek drop.
Karma 4.
Karma 4 by Dave East. Also, shout out to the homie Jay Worthy from right here in the city. Jay Worthy dropped a project too. Let me just tell you the name of it. I forgot.
It's like a double album, right?
Once Upon a Time too. The homie Jay Worthy, if you're familiar with Meet the Whoops from the Pop Out. Jay Worthy dropped a project. Go check that out. And then also, I want to double back to one that I highlighted before. Oh, actually, let me go to the Bay real quick. I like
Jason Martin too, right? Hit Dog Holla.
Oh yeah, Jason Martin. Hit Dog Holla drop.
Hit Dog Holla.
Yeah, that. Shout out to P, Comtown P. Go check all that good music out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, also Zoe Osama, the song that's going up off of his album is
That's what you played earlier today for us?
Yeah.
What's the song again?
That one's called How You Like Me Now. That's the one that people are like, that's in the streets.
That's the slap of the slap fest.
That's the one that's in the streets outside. So it's off that Mr. Nobody project called How You Like Me Now with No Name, New Friends, mixed by Ali's label.
That's his label, okay. Shout out Ali.
Yeah, so that's why it slapped like that, because it's mixed crazy. Shout out to the homie Noise, C. Roos. But yeah, go check out all the good stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to the chat. Get your merch. It's available right now. The link is tagged because it's too long for me to say out loud. And we'll be back next week with 2.5 black men.
What are we calling this? Dissed and dismissed? What did
2.5?
Or 1.5.
1.5 black men?
Men.
What are we calling it? Dismissed? What did I dismiss?
Dismissed.
Just dismissed? That's it?
Dismissed.
What did I dismiss?
What did I dismiss?
What did I
like
dismiss?
that.
That's good.
What
That's
did I
good.
dismiss? I like
That's
that.
good.
Shout out to CT.
Yeah, that was solid.
You get no production credit.
That was right. Wait, why we credit CD? Somebody read the art.
Because he reminded us, Elliott Wilson.
No, you see he did that last time though. I was with you. I watched it back. The text, that was Elliott Wilson's take. You didn't see that on Twitter. PSA? The PSA take?
Still get it started.
What you mean?
What did I dismiss?
You know? Okay, all right.
Next week.
All right,
The
next
bigger
week.
picture.
All right.
What did I dismiss?